and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
Back here for the second quarter, live from Joliet Memorial Stadium. Exciting Mid-States Football League action between the Twin City Jets and your Chicago Chaos.
Looks like the Twin City Jets are starting to get a little bit of a roll. I think they figured out their game plan. Now the line are in they're standing up in a 2-point stance, so probably a pass. It's pretty hard to run block from that position.
Darren Utley is the back right now, back there with Costa. Play action, throwing the ball deep.
Oh, Quinnell Johnson.
And Quinnell Johnson got his hands on that pass. That pass was intended for Jeremy Foster.
Quinnell Johnson is one of the freakiest athletes I've ever seen. He is very quick. He can jump anywhere. He's just fun to watch.
Got a pretty good size also for a cornerback.
He can really do it all. They nicknamed him Neon Dion, so if that gives you any idea of what they like about him.
He has the same number he had at Florida State. Big third down coming up here for the Twin City Jets. More spread formation. And the referees put a halt to the action.
Yeah, they brought out the offensive and the trips and just blew it dead right away. They're conversing. Not sure they're all on the same page yet either.
Nobody gets a preseason, Mike. They're right into the fire in the first week.
Who doesn't love a baptism of fire on air?
Everything has been squared away. Now the Jets ready for this third down and 5 play. Costa with trips to the right. A hard snap. And he got the Chaos to jump. And this might be another free first down for the Twin City Jets.
Usually when a play is blown dead like that, it's on the offense, unless the defense has an unabated attack towards the quarterback. So
Costa was very unabated to the quarterback. They might have saved his life.
Yeah, you're right, going against the Chaos. And they're starting to shoot themselves in the foot. They're a pretty disciplined team to see this is their third penalty in the early second quarter. The coaches will not be happy with this.
Especially in a game like we started off, a defensive struggle with both teams struggling. You don't want to help the Jets out with any penalties.
And the defense is the crown of the Chaos team. So to have the crown go a little off beginning, well, it's not troublesome. It's only the first game, but you will look for them to improve.
So the Jets have a first down at their own 32-yard line.
They've got 3 receivers, only 2 guys covering them. Goes in motion.
Man, in motion. They run the ball up the middle with Utley.
Ooh,
and Utley, a hard run across the 40 all the way up to the 42-yard line.
He shook off a nice hit to the shoulder, but unless you wrap up around the hips, they're going to keep going.
First, look at that replay.
The motion distracted some of
the
the
Jets
team.
having a lot of success running right through the middle of this defensive line of the Chaos at these spread formations.
If you're going to give him a hole that big, he's going to go run away with it. If you see they're lined up, there's not a whole bunch of guys in the middle of the field for the Chaos.
They gave him 9 on that last carry. Called it 2nd and 1 for the Jets. Still trips to the right. Costa with an audible to his receivers. And he's throwing the ball back where he had single coverage, throwing the ball too high.
You tell the team wasn't totally on board with that one. There's some odd odd start of the routes from the receiver, especially number 18. Kind of a weird walk run. That's what they tripped out of the gate.
That last pass intended for J.J. Bailey. Big third down up and coming right here for Twin City. The last third down was converted by Chicago Chaos offsides penalty.
It's only about third and a, with 1.5 yards to go, so I can almost feel it right up the middle right now.
They're definitely feeling like this is going to be a run right here by the Jets. Man formation. Coster with Utley with him in the backfield. And he gives it to Utley in the backfield, and he is gobbled up.
That was a loss of 2 yards. That was a nice game tackle. A lot of penetration. That was the first time the O-line has really broken down for the Jets in a while.
Chevy Jenkins and Rod Harrington amongst those there. Bringing the runner down. Look at that replay. They get a lot of penetration right here. You know, the Jets tried a little window dressing with the man in motion right there out the slot, making like it was going to be one of those zone sweeps, and that play just swallowed up right there by the Chaos defensive line.
They've been running about 4 different plays to the each side. As you said, the guy going in motion across, faking the handoff to him, and then going to the running back. They've done that 2 or 3 times, I believe. They're probably
How surprising is this? The Jets get the offense on the field for this 4th down play.
Well, you've seen their kicking game. I think they've averaged only about 15 yards on a punt.
Sometimes you got to gamble a little bit to snatch the momentum of a close game. And Matt Coster, for the first time, not in shotgun, up under center on 4th and about 3.
Looks like someone moved. I think they're trying to bait the Chaos in jumping again. But they just cost themselves 5 yards.
Yes, they did.
Oh, delay of game, that is.
Not a bad strategy right there by the Jets. Try to get the over-anxious Chaos defense to jump again.
Yeah, they're going to give you first downs. You can't let that go. It's a good job by the Chaos standing strong as the time on down.
Very disciplined defense right there by the Chaos.
And now they're in their normal punt formation. So we'll see if they get a clean one away for once.
Louis Nunez and Kristen Grantham are the return men back for the Chaos to receive this punt coming from Wade Crone. And it's Nunez at his own 40, knocked down at the 45.
That's a good open field tackle. It's hard to get a guy, especially punt returner, one-on-one.
Devlin Brooks made the tackle down there for the Twin City Jets. Look at that replay. Now, they've had some pretty short punts.
That one is almost blocked, and the snap almost hit the ground. So they haven't figured it out yet, but that was a good one.
It's a great tackle down there by Brooks by himself. Man on man. 1st and 10 for the Chaos. See if they can get some very good field position today. They're starting this drive here at their own 45. Haven't been able to take advantage up until this point. Shoot up. Hands it off. Big run, spinning at the 40, still on his feet. All the way to the 35. Devion Hodges.
Devion was knocking it, taken down easily. Even getting spun around, he kept
easily the best offensive player of the game here. A lot of blocking. Didn't really get touched until he got well into the secondary of the Jets. Hurry up offense. Steele, Hodges, 35-30, 25-20. All the way to the 17 of the Jets.
Hodges is looking great. 2 yards, was that 30 yards?
Tackle made by Glenn Roll.
2 plays in 30 yards or so. That is great job running. And again, it's up the middle. Maybe that's going to be the theme of the game. It's up the middle runs.
And the Chaos in the red zone for the first time tonight. Shoot check. Throw a little flare out there.
A bubble screen will get him close.
Bubble screen to George Vitas.
They get the first down. All of a sudden, the Chaos are
all
rolling.
the way down to the 5-yard line of the Jets. Chaos keeping their foot on the pedal with this hurry-up offense.
And it looks like the Jets are playing in a nickel back. So we've got 2 linebackers on there.
Shoot check. Hands it off. Hodges. No, he kept it. Shoot check. Kept it. Touchdown, Chaos.
First touchdown of the year.
First initial touchdown for the Chaos in the Mid-States Football League. Ran in by quarterback Michael Schuchek from 5 yards out.
That was a great drive. We were talking about a defensive struggle. Then 2 amazing runs by Hodges. A nice screen out there to get him a first down.
And you look at that replay. The play action fake to Hodges was so good it faked me out, and Schuchek was able to run right freely into the end zone.
That's one of the benefits of having everyone key on Hodge with those great plays. So you can send him away, let the quarterback sneak in there untouched.
So now, Thomas in for the extra point for the Chaos. 6-0 Chicago Chaos. First touchdown of the year by Michael Schuchek. High snap. Kozlowski, the punter, gets it down, and the kick is good by David Thomas.
As you said, bad snap, but great read by the holder, got it down, and a nice kick to the uprights.
Look at this replay one more time. I mean, the Jets defense really keying on Hodges after the damage he did earlier in that drive, and they really don't account for the quarterback.
The line opened up a lane so like even I could run through it. When you get 12 feet between defenders, Schuchek can read that all day. The right tackle kicks out the end. The right guard keeps on his guy, and Schuchek just runs for the freedom.
And Mike, you had also mentioned they were playing in the nickel with only 2 linebackers in. I mean, that really helped the running game for the Chaos right there in that red zone.
Well, as you were saying earlier, keeping them on the field. They've kept up the hurry-up offense, and once they came out in the nickel look, with only 2 linebackers, they're missing linebacker up the middle then, and they used Hodges up the middle and exploited it. Great call on offense to read that.
Evidently, we had a penalty on that last extra point, so the referee making the Chaos redo that extra point. Here's the snap. Or there is no snap. A lot of movement and contact before the snap.
Third time should be the charm. We should enjoy this. But special teams is one of the last things to really come together for a squad. It's one of the things only used a couple times during the game. And even though it's very important, it's really hard to justify taking away learning how to block for your sweeps and your shotgun packages. So it might take 2 or 3 games for a lot of these teams to get it nailed down.
I think the real key is to try to work those kinks out and still be competitive and win games at the same time.
Oh yes, that is the goal for everyone to do it. But a lot of new coaches will be they're all trying to feel their way out.
So, Chaos back again here for the extra point attempt. Kozlowski, the punter, gets the snap. It's down. And Thomas's kick is good.
Well, he's 3 for 3. Good job.
So now, Chicago Chaos lead the Twin City Jets 7-0. 10:47 left until halftime.
I believe that drive really changed the tone of the game. I know that's a cliche to say it, but they did not look very good on offense. Schuchek seemed to have a little issue timing with his receivers. The running game wasn't going all that strong, but once Hodges lit up those 2 runs, it seemed to do something to the team. They seemed a little more movement on the sidelines. They seemed a little more excited.
And we'll see if those big runs by Devian Hodges open up the Chaos passing game when they offense takes the field again. But right now it's up to the Chaos defense to try to keep the Twin City Jets off the board. Jets really haven't had good field position to try to really get the offense going.
Yeah, their main attack has been about 5-6 yard runs up the middle, and then letting the Chaos shoot themselves in the foot for the rest of the field position. So I believe as they get that kinked out, the Chaos should be a little better.
So David Thomas getting ready for the kickoff. And the Twin City Jets ready to receive. A little windy on the field. Chaos have to employ a holder for this kickoff.
Same rules as the NFL. If it drops twice, you have to have a holder.
Thomas ready to kick. And it's off and deep.
That's a booming kick.
Very good kick. Way out the end zone.
He might get another field goal.
He almost made a field goal, yeah.
And they're signaling it. That's nice of them.
It's a good way to get a tryout for the next level. Make a field goal from about 70 yards back.
Oh, coaches will look at that. The Chaos have had a few players that have gone to other leagues because they'll have broadcasts through the team. Their quarterback a couple of years ago, Anthony Ionati, actually moved up to the Champions Indoor Football League, where he's playing a playoff game right now against a local team, Bloomington Edge. Wow. So a lot of guys here are trying to be seen to show teams that they can play, and a lot of these guys are looking for a call to a next level. The Chaos main point is to help players get to the next level or go to college or get a job. So it's a nonprofit team trying to do a lot of good, and they get a lot of great players because of it. You don't have to pay to join the team, which is very rare. You have to pay for your equipment, so you get a lot of great players.
This broadcast brought to you by Upwork Fitness. First down for the Twin City Jets.
Small correction, Workup Fitness.
Workup Fitness?
We did not have that one laid out.
That shows how much I don't work out. Costa in the backfield. Got Carroll back in the game with him with Daniel Matthews. Hey, fake option. And Costa gets about 2 yards.
That looks like trying to tackle a
hit there
bull.
by Demetrius Morris and Cameron Hall. A couple of linebackers there converging on the stop. Second and about 8.
Yeah, he is a big guy, so when he gets the ball, you'll see a couple of guys hit him pretty solidly, but
look at that replay.
He's not going to run very far, but it's going to be hard to get him down.
Yeah, the Chaos was really all over that. I think Costa did the right thing, not pitching that ball to Carroll.
I think you're right. It was a broken play, or the Chaos broke the play. He made the best of a bad situation. It's a great job by the Chaos disrupting all the timing again.
Second down and 8 for Twin City. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the top of the screen. Hand it off to Carroll. Nothing. Absolutely nothing in the middle of that defense.
He just ran into a wall of humanity right there. And good luck trying to go over 9 guys at once.
Nick White and Jake Sackle stacked them up right at the line. And now third down and 8 upcoming for Twin City.
I wonder if they go back to their inside run. Or the motion play. I haven't seen that in a drive or so.
Also noticing a little bit more huddling up now by Twin City. Probably trying to give that defense over there a chance to recuperate after that quick strike offense last time by the Chaos.
And also the offense seems to switch out their players a little more often too, trying to keep the Chaos on their toes.
Third and 8 for Twin City. Costa. Matthews in the backfield with him. Shotgun formation. Costa back to pass. He's running out of time. Jake Sackle finds a man, though. It's the running back, Carroll. And Carroll got back to the 30-yard line. Be 4th and 5, and the Jets will have to punt. A dangerous play right there by the quarterback, Costa. He was wrapped up right there. Good penetration right here by Jake Sackle.
The Jets even brought in a tight end to block on that side of the line towards the quarterback's throwing arm side, and it still didn't matter. They did not have enough guys to block. Everyone came through. And again, it was a play that could have gone very badly. That could have easily been picked off with maybe just throw the ball up like that.
Yeah, I thought it would have been better off to take a sack right there.
You're right. He got a few yards, but I don't think you can count on that every time.
So Crone, look at this snap. Rolls back to him, but he picks it up. Does the best he can to get it off. And it's dropped. The return is dropped by James Farmer and recovered by number 14, Devlin Harris, for the Twin City Jets.
We've been talking about his name a few times.
Sorry, Devlin Brooks.
It was a bad snap. It rolled to the punter. He still got away. And he tried to run up and catch the ball at the same time. That's really tricky to do because you're keeping your eye on the ball and the defender at the same time. He couldn't do both. But good play by Brooks. And what a mental mistake for the Chaos.
So this could be the break that the Jets needed as they get some very good field position after that turnover. Now at the 43-yard line of the Chaos. So Costa brings his offense back on the field. Chaos leading this game 7-0.
They brought the tight end again on the right side. See if he's blocking or if he'll run a route this time.
Carroll in the backfield with Costa in a shotgun formation. Throws it deep, too deep for his receiver.
I wonder if the defensive back was wondering if it was a real play because the ball came too easily to him and he dropped
It
it.
didn't look like they were on the same page. That was intended for J.J. Bailey.
And again, they brought tight end to block some time.
Louis Nunez was on the coverage for the Chaos. It was
Yeah.
also closer to the ball than Bailey.
Louis is going to think about that play. It's the one right through his hands. That been a great way to start the season for him.
2nd down and 10. See if the Twin City Jets can take advantage of this gift that they received from James Farmer, who muffed the return. And now Twin City working on the Chaos side of the field for the first time tonight.
Again, their offense has not been clicking, but they got the field position. Anything can happen.
Matthew Coster waiting on the snap in the backfield with Matthews. They hit a zone sweep. They give it to the running back Carroll, and he is snuffed out. Loss of 2 yards.
Carroll's done a lot of good running today, but there's 9 guys on the field. Oh, a flag just
And
went
a
out.
late flag, a very late flag.
Someone's jawing.
It's got to be a personal foul. Chaos. So how about this drive right now for the Twin City Jets? They punt on 4th down. Farmer muffs a punt. And now, after a very good stop that's going to force a 3rd and long for the Jets, a dead ball personal foul. This is going to move the ball all the way up to the 30-yard line of the Chaos.
That is a huge penalty, 15 yards. So this is the second first down that the Cats have given away on penalties. They're shooting themselves in the foot.
Just really helping out the Twin City Jets right here on this drive.
From the Chicago
It's
29-yard
only the second
line.
quarter. Nothing should be going on too crazy in the second quarter. We're winning the game.
Matthews is the running back there with him. 4 wideouts. He sends Matthews in motion. Takes the snap. Throws it. Got a man. It's Carroll again. Inside the 20. Larry Carroll, a workhorse in this first half.
Yeah, it was a great catch. He was a little behind him, but he caught it in stride and went upfield. When you got a playmaker like that, you don't need an elaborate passing game.
Yeah, he put those 4 wide receivers. You see Carroll just run a nice little out route coming out the slot.
And Costner did show he did have a capability to throw the ball down the field. So you saw the Chaos kind of sit back a little bit. And that's why he was able to get all that space by himself.
Marvin Roan was the first Chaos defender there to help bring Carroll down. He's 2nd down and 1 right here for the Jets. At the Chicago Chaos 20-yard line.
And again, this is after a muffed punt, so the defense should have been able to get off the field.
Costa waiting on the snap. He's got it. Quarterback draw. You bet you got the first down and slid to get out of harm's way at the Chaos 17-yard line.
Well, this is turning into their best drive of the game so far. They're well in the red zone, and Costner looks to be building some confidence.
You look at that replay again. I don't know if that was a design quarterback draw, but everybody was really covered up. And Shuchuk took the sure 2 or 3 yards and got the first down to keep the drive moving. So the Jets now in the red zone for the first time tonight.
This should be where the Chaos shines. As the field gets smaller and smaller, it's a little easier to defend everything. And it looks like the Cats might be a little more athletic than the Jets are.
As Carroll and Costa have a private meeting. Carroll's been a real workhorse so far for the Jets, running and receiving. 1st and 10. Play action. Shoot. Costa throws the ball incomplete. Double clutched it.
Hit him right in the hands. That could have been another 5 yards. Really close to
Looking
first
for
down.
Jeremy Foster. Coverage on the play by Kristen Grantham for the Chaos.
Good coverage. Evan was there, but again, it was French. A dropped ball.
Second down and 10 are coming for Twin City. Trying to take advantage of a couple of critical miscues so far by the Chaos. 15-yard dead ball penalty to help aid make a coach's blood pressure go up. That'll do it. 2nd and 10 here. Just inside the Chaos 17. Coster. He looks, he pump fakes. Somebody's got him around the ankles. It's Chris Wilkerson who has his first sack of the year.
Yeah, they teamed up on that sack. It looked like Costner was going to be able to throw it away, but as soon as they gang tackled him, there's nowhere for him to go. He probably had enough time to throw it away, but he's looking to do something because he's so close to the end zone, I believe.
So that pushes them back to the 24-yard line and make this an upcoming 3rd and 17.
Also, as I was saying earlier, the kicking is one of the last things to really get nailed down as the season begins. So while it will be a 4-4 don't, I think it's an automatic kick like it might be later in the season. So the Cats have a great chance of getting out of this without any points given up.
Yes, they do. That would be terrific. Talk about momentum.
And then no one remembers the muff punt, and all be forgotten, forgiven.
Yes, it will. 3rd and 17.
Oh, Chaos jumped
Snap
outside.
taken by Coster. Throws it deep to the end zone. Intercepted by Marvin Roan. There is a flag down.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Looks like that one will be coming back. Again, the Chaos got a little excited. That's a terrible time to have it. Again, Coster Coster has a penalty.
Very charitable to the Twin City Jet calls.
I believe that the Cats have given up as many yards and penalties as they have on the ground.
It is offsides. It'll be 3rd down and 12 for Twin City.
So on both 3rd and longs, Chaos has had a penalty to extend the drive or give another chance. That cannot happen all season.
Twin City might just say, can we cut 1st and 2nd down out? They're going to keep giving us first downs on 3rd down. Matthews in the backfield with Coster. Shotgun. Larry Carroll is in the slot. Something the Chaos defense might want to make note of. 3rd and 11. And more miscommunication here. Receivers are taking off down the field and the ball has not been snapped.
Yeah, I think the Jets were nice enough to give back that penalty. False start on the Jets.
Wow. So what was already 3rd and long now becomes 3rd and longer. This is now 3rd and 16 after that Twin City Jet penalty. Somebody didn't get the snap.
Well, in between plays, as people know, listen to our show, I went football 365. Our couple of playoff games happening. And our guy, Anthony Ionati, who played on the Cast in a playoff game right now, losing right now 9-6 in the 2nd quarter. I guess he's looking for the edge. And he's
Anthony. 3rd and 16 right here for the Twin City Jets. Coster back to pass, throwing to the end zone, throwing in a double coverage and intercepted. Quinnell Johnson.
Great play.
His first interception of the season for the Chaos. So Chicago Chaos avert disaster after 2 critical miscues. And we have a flag down.
Yeah, there is some laundry on the field. Looks like the defense for the Chaos is coming off the field. So we'll give you a heads up when we find out more on that one.
Whatever the flag is, it's not going to change the outcome of the play. First interception of the season. Johnson of the Chaos.
Another score going on. We have the Bismarck Bucks, 17 points, going to the Bandits. Sioux City Bandits. Sioux City is number 1 seed, the Bucks number 4. So good job by the Bucks to hang in and see if they can pull an upset out.
Keep playing to the whistle, anything's possible. So now the Chaos, you said it would be a good, it might end up, they might not give up any points in that last Jet drive, and they didn't. So now they get the ball.
It's a personal foul. Dead ball penalty against the Jets. And now the Cats are on the 35.
3:55 left until halftime. Shoechuk throws it deep and knocked away.
That ball was almost coming back the other direction. Looks like a great pass, but he had a beat on the receiver. See here, he has pretty good protection as he drops up to pass it, but just does not throw it on target far enough. He had a guy, if you throw it more to the left, wide open, but he put it too far to the sideline.
He's looking for Eric. Back across his body. Pass deflected. Never throw the ball back across her body. Shoechuk did exactly that. Lucky that the Chaos still have the football.
But you're that close to the sideline. It's okay to throw the ball away. He didn't want to take a sack. That's admirable. But the ball went down to the ground, so it worked out for him.
So now 3rd down and 10 for the Chaos here. Blitz being shown by the Jets. Here's a screen setup. Look at this great play by number 9, Devion Hodges again. And he's across the 50-yard line. It'll be a 1st down Chaos.
Yeah, Hodges is impressing me every time he touches the ball. He gets it here on a screen. He goes up and he squeaks by a couple of guys, brushes off one last one. It has to be gang tackled, but he's already got about 15 yards when that happens.
It's a perfect play call to take care of that blitz that the Jets sent in. Now 1st and 10, Shoechuk throwing the ball down the field, incomplete. Looking for receiver number 83, Ray Seekers.
Looks like they weren't quite on the same page. The receiver wasn't sure to break for that ball or just brace for impact.
Coverage for the Jets right there by James Dilworth.
And Shoechuk, his form's looking good. I think he'll just be a little off on game speed because people do run harder in the games we do the practice. Takes a little bit to phase up. But he's looking good fundamentally.
2nd down and 10 for the Chaos.
And Hodges is hugging Shoechuk's hip.
And handed off to Hodges. Hodges all the way to the 45-yard line.
I thought you were supposed to be running action, man. You got linebacker right here.
For the Jets. Chaos is
You know you're having a good day for this kind of stuff.
2-minute warning.
Play 2K?
I must say that the Cats look much better than they did the first quarter. I think they really started to get in the groove.
Yeah, Cats are coming
Cats
back.
Really good during practice.
They losing.
And again, they're a new team. A lot of roster turnover. It takes a second to get everyone on board.
Yeah, nothing like a couple of great runs right there by Devion Hodges to loosen up the offense.
When you have a playmaker like that, it takes a lot of stress off the lineman. I was a lineman when I played football, and when there was a guy behind me that I knew you always want to block for him, but if something happened, he'd make it okay for you. And that gives you the extra incentive to block a little bit harder. And then when you have Shoechuk, and Shoechuk can run, so if they can keep the defense eyeing on Hodges, that'll open up other things. And so once they start keying on Shoechuk, go back to Hodges.
This is a big last 2 minutes of this half, especially considering how the Jet offense has looked against the Chaos defense. Chaos can score on this drive and go up by 2 possessions. They might be in pretty good shape when we head to the second half.
Yeah, I agree. The Chaos defense looks great, and I believe as the game goes on, the defense of the Chaos gets stouter and stouter. This will be harder and harder for the Jets to score. So if they can put a 2-point or 2-score gap up now, they'll be in driver position. Shoechuk's operating out of the spread right now.
So coming out the 2-minute warning, Shoechuk throwing the ball deep. And got a man. Vitas. Touchdown. Chaos.
Great over-the-shoulder drop-in from Shoechuk.
George Vitas with the first receiving touchdown of the year from Michael Shoechuk. And the Chaos now lead 13-zip
A lot of touchdowns on the balls we see in the replay. They had pretty good protection for his 3-step drop, and then he just reads it the whole way. The defender never looked for the ball.
That was a very good route they ran against that coverage. I think the defender expected the receivers to cross, and they never did. And Vitas was able to get loose down the sideline.
That's an advantage of practicing the routes as you run them, because the defenders will start to cheat. It's human nature. So when you do a crisp route the other way, you'll get them pretty often. And a great job looking the ball into his hands the whole way.
And the safety, Nick Steinbach, couldn't keep up with George Vitas.
Like you said, it looked like he started cheating inside. Didn't work out.
And we have another penalty on special teams.
It is interesting how many penalties can happen on the kicking game. Looks like
Especially early in the season.
Exactly. It looks like this one is against the Jets, so there will be no real change.
Well, David Thomas is used to kicking these field goals with a little extra yardage added on the end of them.
Or kicking him through the field goal at the kickoff.
Yeah,
So he has a boot.
definitely has a boot. And the kick by Thomas is good. So the Chaos now with 2 touchdowns in their last 2 drives to take a 14-0 lead over the Twin City Jets. The latest touchdown coming on this 45-yard connection between Michael Schuchuk and George Vitas.
Yeah, Vitas lost him, and he ran to the outside for about 2 steps. And like you said, he's waiting for the safety's waiting for the outside receiver to cross back in. Never happened. And we got a touchdown. We're going to go with some scores real fast from other leagues. In the National Arena League, the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks are up 34-26 against Georgia Firebirds in the 4th quarter. Jacksonville Sharks are, as you probably guessed, dominating their game against the Grizzlies 34-11. The Jacksonville Sharks play in the Arena Football League. They have a great team. And now they switch to a new league, and they're just kind of beating up all the guys. And then last one I'll talk about real fast, the Arena Football League. The Philadelphia Soul is winning in a close one over the Cleveland Gladiators. Cleveland Gladiators had a tough year. They've only won 2 games, while Philadelphia Soul has
I like it.
Marty Gardner. Michael Gardner. With licensed bartenders and cocktail service to host you along the way. We specialize in birthdays, bachelorette parties, museums, zoos, amusement parks, sporting events, and we can even customize events. Let us help you plan your next event. Call us at 630-802-6232. Back to action on the field. Number 11 for the Jets with a huge return all the way back to the 36-yard line. A return right there by Malik
Kickoff
Harris.
from David Thomas, returns
a
by
good
Malik
job
Harris
in the field.
for Twin City. Out.
Most of the defenders going towards the sideline, towards the screen, is able to bounce it back out. Good job. A little over pursuit, though, on the Chaos. But again, a lot of adrenaline going. That can be forgiven the first game.
So now the Twin City Jets trying to do something to get some type of momentum on their side before we get to halftime. Minute 39 left until the break, and they start off with their best field position. Well, actually their second best field position because of the muff by the James Farmer on the previous possession. Here they go, starting from the 37-yard line.
This will be an interesting drive because they have not had a lot of success in the air. And they got a minute 42, and they're down by 2 scores. Do they try? And they have 1 timeout left, too, because they burned 2 in the first 10 minutes in the first quarter. So do they give it to Carroll and hope for the best, or do they try and launch it out for a bit? Or just
Or does the coach trust Costa in this 2-minute situation, try to get downfield and get some points?
Costa's good arm, but also there's Quinnell Johnson on the field. That takes away about a quarter of the field, which is huge.
1st and 10.
Nick Olson sneaking up.
Costa throws the ball back behind the line of scrimmage.
Looks like a lateral. Looks like a.
He was throwing the ball to LaRon Carroll. He was fortunate to jump back on it, as the Jets definitely had a trick up their sleeve on that last play.
The refs initially signaled for the Chaos. And I've not seen them do anything separate. I guess at this stage, Jets.
Okay, you saw that.
I saw it. I got it.
Here we go. Timeout right there by the Cavs. Their new coach, Coach Kyle, in his first year with the team, taking a timeout right there to preserve some time. After this bad execution of the play right here by the
Timeout.
Jets.
Chaos.
Ball behind the line of scrimmage,
Yeah.
and they lose a couple yards.
Well, behind lateral, and that's a dangerous play to make. A quarterback should almost never throw the ball behind him. The only time that really works is if you're pitching it to a running back. Because like this, you put any mustard on that, it's going to be really easy to drop because they're really close, and there's defenders everywhere. So Chaos almost had a great play. They edged pretty quickly, but good job to get back on by the Jets.
About a 5-yard loss right there for the Jets. It'll be 2nd down and 15 coming up.
So if you're the coach, you're seeing a 5-yard loss on a screen. What do you do now?
I would probably run the ball and try to force the Chaos to use up another timeout. Because if you throw the ball now and get an incompletion, which the Jets have been
When I did mine, I did a sports one.
There's no one in the backfield.
Any job, I want to do something like camera work, like
Wide receivers. A lot of speed on the field right now.
empty backfield set up for the Twin City Jets. Minute and a half left till halftime. Down 14 to the Chaos. Here's Coster in the pocket. Steps up, throws the ball. It's complete across the middle to about the 38-yard line.
Good play by the defensive line. They only brought 4, but they got some pressure. Looks like they might have disrupted the Coster's viewing lane for a little bit.
Devlin Brooks on that last reception. Picked up about 6.
We've been calling
Timeout Chicago Chaos.
Yeah,
Timeout right there.
like seasonal. I
3rd down. Coming up for the Jets.
Looks like the clock is starting to run still. So
you have a main position in our industry now, right now.
Now it's still pointing that to the referee. This broadcast is brought to you by Joker Flags.
Tucker flags.
Toker.
Tucker, the official flag of the Legends Football League. You
Something
get customized flags from TuckerFlags.com.
like a regular job like this.
They're a pretty fancy company, or they are.
So you got different stuff during the season.
That's not spelled class.
There's a lot of claims.
Yeah, 'cause I know a lot
I don't
of
know what I
stuff
can
is
spell
like
right
you
now.
do basketball with certain.
They sponsor Football 365. Thank you very much to them. This podcast is brought to you by 365. Very helpful to Chicago Chaos. We want to make sure the Chaos
I'll work local and get paid for it, you know.
great players.
Yeah, I was thinking about something like working in somebody's production.
Yes, they do. Here's the huge 3rd down right here for Twin City. Empty backfield for Twin City. It's Coster back to pass. Throws it across the middle. Complete. Carroll breaking tackles, getting across the 50. 1st down. All the way to the Chicago 49. Larry Carroll.
He is their offensive weapon.
Yes, he is.
The whole game plan seems to be get him the ball, and I can't complain with the coaches using that as their game plan. Because even though he is not lined up in the backfield, they're still getting him the ball in short yardage in the middle of the field, where it seems to be he's the strongest.
Hurry up offense. Just under a minute left for Twin City. 1st and 10. Costa back to pass against the empty backfield. He's got number 14. Breaking a tackle. And out of bounds at about the Chicago 37. Devlin Brooks continued to have an impact on this game.
And the Cats were not able to get him down without him running out. Just like the NFL, if you run out of bounds, the clock does stop.
Clock still moving. 22 seconds, 21 seconds.
The scoreboard has it at 44.
What do you
So we'll
want?
see how that goes. And yet right now, the Cats are working for that defense. Nick Wilson is letting him 12 yards off the ball instead of his usual 7, so it was a little closer this time. Not that little further closer.
I don't know if the Chaos need to employ any prevent defense right now, the way the Jet offenses looked in the past and in the air, but can't argue with the strategy when you've held the team scoreless so far. 1st and 10 for the Jets. Coster. shakes the pocket, gets out of the pocket, and drags a man to the 35 for a gain of 2.
That might have been the slowest shake and bake I've ever seen, and I love it. That's my favorite plays I've seen tonight.
Nick White on the stop right there for the Chaos. 20 seconds left.
20 seconds left, and they are driving.
And Coster, Twin City, like they've used their last time out of the half.
Well, this has been quite a drive by them. I've not expected it to happen. It looked like they're going to stutter out, and they just kept piecing it together.
Yes, thanks to Larry Carroll. How great would it be, though, for the Twin City Jets if they had one of those timeouts that they used very early in that first quarter left right now?
Right, a delay a game 3 minutes into the first quarter is not all that bad of a problem. Having no timeouts right now is a big problem because now you have to keep the ball on the hash marks, keep the clock stopped, and that's not their strong suit. I don't think you want him to be throwing the ball to the sidelines. You really want the ball in Carroll's hands or Brooks' hands. Seems to be the strategy for them that's working the most.
See, if the Chaos are keyed into Larry Carroll when they come out of this timeout, especially with only 18 seconds left on the clock.
So again, this is brought to you by I Want Football 365, covering pro football around the world. And looks like we'll be having a show next Wednesday during an earlier show, so we'll be excited about that and see how that train wreck happens. But please tune in and help us learn about football.
I don't think it'll be a train wreck.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I will not have a train wreck. So it's 20.6 seconds left to go. The Jets second and about 7 to go. The defense for the Chaos is playing tighter now. They're getting closer to the red zone. And it looks like, once again, there'll be no one in the backfield with Costner.
And Coster with an empty backfield again. 5 receivers. And the referees stop action again.
They say they want the play clock to start.
They actually had the play clock now from 18 to 20 seconds. Coster. Coster, like he's communicating with one of his receivers.
Seconds.
Ryan Thomas.
Like it's really gonna matter.
The officials
Trying to set the right time for the clock.
right time on this clock. A 5-yard touchdown run by Michael Schuchuk, and then a 45-yard touchdown pass from Michael Schuchuk to George Vitas has the Chicago Chaos up right now 14-0. 20 seconds to go in the first half of this first game of the season.
Well,
first new league for both of these teams.
They just changed the clock to 54 seconds, so there's a lot more time to work with than they were expecting before.
That's major to go up 34 seconds.
Especially, yeah, it's in a 2-minute drill. So, Chaos coach is asking about that. I don't think we'll get any answer that. But again, they're out of timeouts. So, they want to get to the sidelines, but I don't know if they have the personnel to really work those sidelines. They seem to be a middle or interior field attacking offense.
Or wherever Larry Carroll lines up and goes, attacking offense.
Exactly. Get him the ball. Or for the Chaos, Keon Brooks. Number 6 and number 14.
Okay, the referee blows the whistle. We're ready for action again. Coster with his empty backfield.
And now there's 58 seconds on the scoreboard.
58 seconds left till half. Coster.
Good snap, good protection.
Throws it, got Carroll. Carroll knocked down immediately.
And they're listening to you. They try to get him the ball and try to get him out to the outside. It's a good pickup. They did get 5 yards.
Rod Harrington, the linebacker, got out there and stopped Carroll by himself.
And Rod Harrington is an athlete. You will not be running away from him.
35 seconds left till halftime. Coster still trying to communicate with the receivers before the snap. 3rd and 4. Coster back, gets rid of it quickly, and he threw it intended for Carroll, who wasn't looking.
Yeah, I can see the game plan is definitely get it to Carroll. I don't think that was Carroll's full route, so I think he was just trying to rush it. The defensive line's done a pretty good job of getting in his face.
And Carroll was not close to open on that play. I think Costa, like he predetermined where he was going to throw that ball before the snap even came his way.
Well, I believe he's only thrown to 14 Brooks or 6 Carroll in the last couple drives. So if you have those two covered up, he doesn't seem to be throwing it anywhere else.
So the Jets like they're going to go for it on 4th and 4 with 23 seconds left till halftime at the Chaos 31.
So instead of a 48-yard field goal, going for it.
Costa with an empty backfield. Takes the snap. Throws it from the pocket. And incomplete. Pass was intended for number 15, Brian Thomas.
He was right at the first down marker, couldn't haul it in. So good stand by the Chaos, and they were not able to kick the field because 48 yards is pretty tough, and we've seen their punting game is not voting well for the special teams at all.
And a flag is down. There's a flag down. I was worried about that hit looking at the replay right there. By number 15, Marvin Roan. Came up there and delivered a blow to Thomas a little bit after the play.
So looks like they're deciding if it's a dead ball penalty.
And it could be a dead ball 15-yard penalty right here for the Chaos.
Because the offense for the Twin Cities is off the field.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually a 15-yard penalty against the Jets. They moved the ball up 15 yards.
That is much better in my opinion.
So the Chaos will have a chance for a pretty good Hail Mary coming up if they don't do anything in these first halftime.
Yeah, the ball's on the 41, and Shuchuk has an arm. Each play can take about 9 seconds, so you have about 2 tries to really get down the field. And we'll see what they're trying to get. If they want to get in a kicking range, they're just going for the Hail Mary. If they're just going to run out the clock.
Chaos have no timeouts left. Shuchuk. Back to pass. Scrambling around in the pocket. Throws it short. Devion Hodges. Doesn't go far. Went down by his own power. Gets up and goes ahead to the 45 of Twin City.
And he did exactly what coaches wanted to do. Don't go out of
And
bounds.
that will probably be the last play of the half.
Looks like they stopped the clock with 1.9 seconds left.
Some type of disagreement on the field. I don't know if it was personal before the team, something personal between the teams or not, but the ball is marked at the 45-yard line, and the clock did stop
You know how it goes
with
in
1
sports.
second left.
In sports, there can always be something made out of nothing in the heat of the moment.
So the Chaos will get a chance for that Hail Mary.
They got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And he has Hodges next to Shuchuk in the backfield.
He's also got a receiver to the bottom, Donnell Salas, that he might try to go to in single coverage. Back to pass. Shuchuk. Hail Mary to end the quarter. Just missed Donnell Salas in the back of the end zone to end the half. You look at the replay, look like he had a chance right there, Mike.
Yeah, you called it. There was no one playing center up the middle, so he went for it. Just barely overthrew it. Great effort, and you can tell Shuchuk has a cannon.
Yes, he does. No question in the arm talent on this kid.
See, pretty good protection all the way through. He threw it from the 45, and it went into halfway through the end zone.
Just missed Donnell Salas by about a half a step. So the Chicago Chaos lead at half in their first game in the Mid-States Football League, 14-0 over the Twin City Jets.
It's a great way to start off the Chaos's first game in this league. No points in the first half. And again, they are built around their defense. That is their strong suit. But they've had a really great effort, except for shooting themselves in the foot, giving up a 15-yard personal conduct penalty, jumping off sides a few times, including one where there would have been an interception if there was no penalty.
So halftime from Joliet Memorial Stadium, Chicago Chaos 14 Twin City Jets, nothing. We'll be right back.
I want to have a job in something I love. I want to have fun and meet new people. I want to be social. The Illinois Media School has so many cool things they offer for me and their students. With the amount of stuff you learn, there's no way you won't succeed. You'll learn how to do a voiceover, how to use camera equipment. I mean, actual hands-on. You can even host your own radio or TV show. All of our instructors actually work in the industry too. So go to beonair.com and start your future in broadcasting today.
The Illinois Media School and the Chicago Cubs Single-A affiliate in South Bend, Indiana are teaming up. Be a part of all the action with the Illinois Media School's new Sports Broadcasting Emphasis program. You'll experience what it's really like in the broadcasting world by analyzing games.
Swinging a long drive to left field. Pickens on his horse, still on his horse. He looks up. Adios!
Play-by-play, producing, shooting, and editing games for the Cubs of the future, your South Bend Cubs. You'll be doing everything but handing out the peanuts.
Peanuts! Got your peanuts here!
The best part is you'll be covering up to 70 games this season and the opportunity to do play-by-play for the whole 9 innings. So start your career with a home run and join the Illinois Media School. For more information, go to beonair.com. That's beonair.com. The Illinois Media School and the Cubs. Now that's a winning combination.
Start with a thought. Think. Work with the client. Brainstorm. Brainstorm some more. Break? No, not enough time. More ideas. More designs. Pick an idea. Make a plan. Stop. Check the plan. Love the plan. Do the plan. Go. Draw the logo. Get some input. Scratch that. Find a new perspective. Revise. Revise some more. New logo. New design. Okay. Grab the materials. Get the guys. Work. Keep working. It's all about the quality. Keep going. Finish. Polish. Get the job done. Make the client happy. Make them proud. Celebrate. Make it easy to brand their company. Mark your space, Chicagoland's premier sign company.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
The Illinois Media School and the Chicago Cubs Single-A affiliate in South Bend, Indiana are teaming up. Be a part of all the action with the Illinois Media School's new Sports Broadcasting Emphasis program. You'll experience what it's really like in the broadcasting world by analyzing games.
Swinging a long drive to left field. Pickens on his horse, still on his horse. He looks up. Adios!
Play-by-play, producing, shooting, and editing games for the Cubs of the future, your South Bend Cubs. You'll be doing everything but handing out the peanuts.
Peanuts! Got your peanuts here!
The best part is you'll be covering up to 70 games this season and the opportunity to do play-by-play for the whole 9 innings. So start your career with a home run and join the Illinois Media School. For more information, go to beonair.com. That's beonair.com. The Illinois Media School and the Cubs. Now that's a winning combination.
What brought me to IMS was a passion for broadcasting. Ever since I was a child, I would listen to Bulls games with Chris Ranji post-game, and I would actually call the radio station at home, and then I would record it on my tape recorder and listen back to my call. But that's my cheesy story, of course. But what brought me to it is just the passion for it. I love hearing people talk, hearing their opinions. I love listening to sports. I love watching sports, and I love the whole shebang of it. It's just an amazing industry. It's an amazing atmosphere to be in, and you know, I've enjoyed everything about IMS. So I enjoyed my time teaching here. I love the students. The students are so passionate about what they're doing, and it's always fun to see when you come into class the next day, their want to be in class. It's rare that you see that from students, because it's the typical, I don't want to go to school, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Now with this program, with IMS, you see students wanting to be here and wanting to succeed, obviously, to get that first job and to make a living. But you know, describing the students here at IMS is just amazing. They're great. They're great students. They're great people. They come from all different backgrounds. The diversity is crazy on campus, and it's a great time too, because not only are we learning, but we're networking. We're making new friendships, and even with myself, you know, students are talking to me, asking about how I did it, how I came up on the ranks, and things of that nature. And it's been an amazing time with these students here. And even myself, just me in the industry, I've had the pleasure of working with so many industry professionals, from sports to entertainment, and now, of course, me, as I do my own TV show and working with Kendall Gill, a former NBA veteran, and his show. It's just a great time. And not only are we obviously making a living, but we're enjoying what we're doing. So it's just a great time. IMS have made that possible for me, and it's making it possible for all these students here as well. My name is Tony Lopez. I am the host of TLO TV and the host of The Parlay featuring Kendall Gill, and I am IMS.
What originally brought me to the Illinois Media School was my love for sports radio. In high school, I became a huge 670 The Score fan and wanted to be part of sports radio. So after trying a couple other things and I'm not really being what I wanted to do, I found my passion for media and especially sports radio at the Illinois Media School. What I enjoy is finding like-minded people like myself that have a passion for the media industry and are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals and be what they want to be in this industry. And that's what I like about the students you continue to see at the Illinois Media School. A lot of talent, a lot of drive, and that pushes you to be better, as well as making everybody's work better on top of that. My name's Rick Camp. I'm a producer at 670 The Score. I'm an instructor at the Illinois Media School, and I am IMS.
Here at the Illinois Media School, we know you love sports. That's why we teamed up with the South Bend Cubs for our new sports emphasis program. You'll get to analyze games, do play-by-play, shoot, edit, and produce for the Cubs of the future, your South Bend Cubs. But you're going to have to hurry because there's only 6 openings left. For more information, go to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700. The Illinois Media School and the South Bend Cubs are a guaranteed W.
The Windy City Bulls are the NBA's new developmental league team, and the Illinois Media School is their new broadcast team. Have you ever wanted to direct, shoot, produce, or be on the sidelines doing play-by-play like a pro? Now is your chance with the Illinois Media School's Sports Emphasis program. You'll have the chance to work all 24 home games with the Windy City Bulls. For more information, to be part of the team, go to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com. I want to have a job in something I love. I want to have fun and meet new people. I want to be social. The Illinois Media School has so many cool things they offer for me and their students. With the amount of stuff you learn, there's no way you won't succeed. You'll learn how to do a voiceover, how to use camera equipment. I mean actual hands-on. You can even host your own radio or TV show. All of our instructors actually work in the industry too. So go to beonair.com and start your future in broadcasting today.
The Illinois Media School and the Chicago Cubs Single A affiliate in South Bend, Indiana are teaming up. Be a part of all the action with the Illinois Media School's new Sports Broadcasting Emphasis program. You'll experience what it's really like in the broadcasting world by analyzing games.
Swinging a long drive to left field. Pickens on his horse, still on his horse. He looks up. Adios!
Play-by-play, producing, shooting, and editing games for the Cubs of the future, your South Bend Cubs. You'll be doing everything but handing out the peanuts.
Peanuts! Got your peanuts here!
The best part is you'll be covering up to 70 games this season and the opportunity to do play-by-play for the whole 9 innings. So start your career with a home run and join the Illinois Media School. For more information, go to beonair.com. That's beonair.com. The Illinois Media School and the Cubs. Now that's a winning combination.
And welcome back to Joliet Memorial Stadium for MSFL action between the Twin City Jets and your Chicago Chaos. Chaos leading 14-0 at halftime on the strength of a Michael Schuchuk run and the strength of a Michael Schuchuk pass to George Vitas for a 45-yard touchdown toward the latter parts of the second half. And now ready to hand it off to my co-chairperson right here, Mike Heim, for some halftime scores in indoor football.
Thank you very much. We got some great games going on. The CIF playoffs have started, and the game we're talking about, the CIF first, is a Omaha Beef for the Bloomington Edge. Anthony Iannotti, alumnus of the Chaos, is on the Beef, and they're winning right now 19-16 at halftime. And next up, we have the Dodge City Law going to Texas, facing the Revolution, and right now Dodge City Law is actually winning 24-21. This will be quite the upset because the Revolution looks like the best team in that division for quite a while. The Bandits are holding on. Sioux City Bandits 24, and then we got the Bismarck Bucks 24-24. Another great game. The Bucks thought they'd have their hands full with the Bandits, and they do, but they're keeping it competitive. Then the last one, we have the Duke City Gladiators 13 against the Amarillo Venom 39. Venom are pretty heavily favored to win in this one, but still a great game. Other sports scores going around the league. The AFL, the Philadelphia Soul is now winning 51-41 in the fourth quarter against the Cleveland Gladiators. The Jacksonville Sharks, the NALs, winning 56-18 over the High County Grizzlies. And the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks are continuing the great season, 51. The Georgia Firebirds 26. Alright, we got keys to the game today for Chicago Chaos. The first one is keep the pressure. The defensive line is doing a great job at disrupting the timing of the quarterback, getting in his face, and causing sacks. And to keep that up, they have a great game.
For the Chicago Chaos, the second key of the game is to control the game. Right now they have a 14-0 lead. So basically, shorten the game up. Have some longer drives. I noticed in the first half, the Twin City Jets had a few 7-minute drives, so hopefully if Chicago can take control of the time of possession, they can shorten the game and get out of here with the win.
And key number 3 to the second half for the Chaos, less penalties. I mean, they really helped out Twin City. They tried to help out the Twin City Jets with some costly offsides, so a dead ball penalty to keep a drive going. Just less penalties, gentlemen, and you'll keep the Twin City Jets from getting into this game.
Yeah, they gave them 2 extra chances on 3rd and longs on penalties. One, again, was an interception, or would have been an interception, so costly mistakes.
And David Thomas almost ready for the second half kickoff. We're about ready for second half action. Joseph Gregory joined now by Chris Rouse along with Mike Hine.
Also
Chicago Chaos second half.
Also wouldn't hurt for Chicago to keep giving the ball to Devion Hodges. Had a big first half with a few receptions and carries out of the backfield.
But Devion Hodges was the real. He was the straw that stirred the drink for the Chaos in that second quarter in particular.
Yeah, 31 yards
long runs.
31 yards on 2 runs. They had a touchdown 2 plays later, so that was a great spark he provided. And all game, we've been king where he's been, because he's been real important to this offense.
Chicago doing a great job controlling the pace so far in this ball game with a lot of the no-huddle offense. That was a big key to Devion Hodges making those 2 big plays, one across midfield and one into the red zone, which allowed Shuchuk to make the play fake to him and get the touchdown.
Yeah, those no-huddle offenses, I was a little worried after the first quarter because there was a lot of fast, up-paced football, but there weren't any first downs, any drives being sustained, but Devion Hodges and the Chaos really took care of that in the second quarter.
If I was the Twin City Jets, I'd be looking for Hodges wherever he is going. Shuchuk is a great athlete, but Hodges is running the show right now. The Chicago Chaos defense has looked great the entire night, other than the mental miscues we keep hitting on. Quinnell Johnson looks to be having a great game as always. Nick Olson, bright green number 52. You can't miss him. So the athletes there are great.
The only problem I've really seen from Chicago tonight is stopping Larry Carroll. He's had a few big runs out of the backfield. And also Darren Utley. So if they can control the Twin City running game, I don't really see how Twin City can come out of here with a win. So Chicago in a good position to get out of here with the win to start off this season.
And how much will Twin City want to run in the second half, already being down by 2 touchdowns?
That's a good point, Joe.
And the other player really doing a great job is Brooks for Twin City, number 14. You've had his name called. But Carroll and Brooks seem to be the 2 main horses.
Yeah, Brooks and Carroll have really carried the load offensively for the Jets in the first half. And the wind, the wind has looked terrific tonight. Forced the Chaos to have a holder on the opening kickoff. And now the ball was on the tee. And now they're going to need a holder again. Like it's going to be Kristen Grantham to do that.
Even the wind is not helping out these poor special teams.
The big key, I think Chicago got lucky in the first half on the muffed punt. They were able to stop Twin City, and I believe that was the same drive Quinnell Johnson ended up with the interception.
Yes, it was. So we're ready for second half action live from Joliet Memorial Stadium. And Thomas has kicked it off. And it's a short kick, fielded by number 17.
Ken Luciano Goodman.
Down at the 25. Ken Goodman. He is down and marked around the 28-yard line. Second half starts with some Matthew Costa to come up with this second half of the Twin City Jets. Made some pretty craft decisions in that first half as far as where to throw the ball, especially when he was under duress from the Chaos defenders.
He made some interesting calls, but one of my favorite plays might have been the world's slowest shake and bake he pulled on by the sideline.
One thing I noticed about Costa in that first half, he didn't really show a lot of confidence throwing the ball. He was going for a lot of dink and dunk passes underneath. And the one time, I think maybe it's a little gunshot, but one time he did go deep, it was intercepted in the end zone by Quinnell Johnson.
The only time he showed confidence is when he's throwing the ball to number 6, Carroll, and number 14.
Right, the very few passes have gone outside of those guys.
It's Costa, shotgun formation. Utley in the backfield with him. He throws it across the middle, and that's incomplete.
That's incomplete.
Intended for Brian Thomas, looked like.
Thomas ran an in route there. Costa put a little too much air on it. Actually, almost threw it right into the hands of the Chicago defender there. Luckily, that one fell harmlessly to the turf.
We'll see about this no-huddle, how these no-huddle offenses react now in the second half. A little bit more huddling now by the Jets.
Yeah, ever since the first quarter, they've been doing a lot more huddling. Trying to slow the game down, get themselves a breather.
I don't think it's a big deal to be rushing to get a 3 and out. And not rest your defense a little bit. 2nd down and 10 for the Jets.
4 wide set here for Twin City, plus a running back in the backfield. Oh, that's gonna be offside.
Ball start again. It's on Thomas, 15.
Well, there goes our key to the game, Joe. The less penalties, right off the bat, less penalties, and they get a penalty.
You mean less penalties for the Chaos?
Yeah,
keep going for it. I don't want to stop. Thank you, Thomas.
Twin City Jets is like they've been in preseason form for most of this game as far as penalties and communication. Haven't been able to get on the same page. We've had a lot of plays when they've been the center snaps the ball and nobody's moving. We've had plays when receivers have taken off before the ball is getting snapped.
People running out the last second on or off the field.
Yeah, like they're really in preseason form on the Twin City side tonight.
Brooks is between the tackle and that slot receiver on the left side.
As Coster gives some directions to Darren Utley, the running back, before he takes the snap and throws it out, and it's low. Throwing it for Brooks.
3rd down.
Like last time, this was a forward pass.
Yeah.
This one is just a bad pass into the turf as he was looking for Devlin Brooks. They were trying to set a wide receiver screen up to the left. And it was set up pretty good. The throw was just not accurate.
Look how far back the wide receiver went, Brooks, for that. He went back about 4 or 5 yards his own own side before he would start running forward. That's giving up a lot of space.
Yes, it is. So now 3rd down and 10, right out the gate for Twin City. And with the way the Chicago Chaos offense looked toward the end of that first half, they don't want to give the ball back without getting points themselves early in this 3rd quarter. Coster back in the shotgun.
3 wide to the left of Coster as well here.
And they run it with Utley. And Darren Utley is going nowhere fast in the arms of Chris Wilkerson.
It looks like they made the defense adjustments to protect that middle or run up the middle. They were having a heartbeat.
You look at the replay. I mean, it's 3rd down and 10. You're down 14-0. First drive of the 3rd quarter, and you're running the ball with a draw play on 3rd down and long. What does that say about the confidence they have in the quarterback, Matthew Coster, right now?
Well, the reason the wide receiver had run back so far for that bubble is because they didn't have confidence that the quarterback could throw it accurately in traffic.
Wade Crone getting a lot of work tonight. It's the Twin City punter. Almost blocked again. Very good punt.
Oh, man.
Picked up by Grantham way back at his 25. He reverses field at the 35, 35, 40,
Uh-oh.
45, 50,
Oh, what a
45,
block.
40. Got a block at the 30, 25, all the way.
Oh, he fumbled.
Fumbled the ball at the 20-yard line. And Twin City has their 2nd turnover off the special teams of the Chicago Chaos. And it's the punter, Wade Crone, with the recovery.
Last line of defense, Wade Crone comes up with the fumble.
Awesome return by Kristen Grantham right there.
Great block by Louis Nunez, but right into his own player.
Louis Nunez tried to execute a block. I don't know if that's the player that was ended up dislodging the ball right there from Grantham. What a return.
I was about to say the Chaos got very lucky because they ran into the puncher, which should be a 5-yard penalty. All for naught.
Let's see.
Like number
15.
Yeah,
that's a rip. Good rip by the Twin City defender. I can't see that number.
It's number 15, the receiver, Brian Thomas, able to get that ball out of there. So the Twin City Jets are getting the ball back almost where they just started at their own 19. Unbelievable turn of events right there. Chaos really could have put this game to bed. They could have held on to that ball and scored.
Yeah, they go from having the ball in the red zone to having the defense defense back out there. The defense hasn't been out there all that long. Not really getting tired, but
And now we have a timeout for the Twin City Jets
again, very early in the half.
as they continue to burn timeouts. Well, next week, the Chaos take on the Ducks live from Solario High School, 7 p.m.
And that is one match that Chaos has circled on their calendars for a while. They cannot wait to get some revenge on the Ducks. Should be a great game.
7 p.m. next Saturday, June 17th. Chicago Chaos football.
Again, this is their first year in this league, so they're really excited to see how they stack up against the competition. This game is going pretty well for them, so they have to have a lot of confidence. They had a great run their last league.
Yeah.
So they're looking to do the same thing now.
4-time champions, four or five if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys I talked to them in the pregame. The memory of not winning the championship last season haunting them. Yes. They are hungry to win a championship in this new league.
They definitely have some fuel for their fire to make a big impression on this MSFL league this season.
It feels like a topic no one brings up, but everyone knows it's there. You don't have to talk about it. They have the fuel for the fire ready to go.
So here's the Twin City Jets getting another chance off a charitable play by the Chicago Chaos with that fumble on that punt return. As Matthew Costa brings his offense back out to start at their own 19.
And Carroll's lined up right next to the quarterback.
Larry Carroll, somebody the Chaos definitely should be keen on.
3 wide here for Twin City.
Costa hands it off to Carroll. And Carroll dives out to about the 25. Got about 6.
He got an extra 4 yards after contact, so.
2nd and 4. You look at the replay.
As you see, he'll take the ball and lower his shoulder and bring him along for the ride. Look, he started the tackle at the 21. He got tackled down to the 24.
It was Levert Smith with the tackle. He almost threw him ahead for about another 3 or 4 yards.
But don't worry, it did not feel good when he got slammed down to the ground like that. He earned it.
2nd down and 5 for the Jets. Trying to find some offense to get back in this game. And you have a flag, and it looks like it's going up against the Chaos.
Looks like they're winding the clock up.
Yeah, it's like a clock.
It's a clock winding.
Yeah, like inadvertent laundry.
2nd and 5. Now we got a flag.
Now let's see what that one is. That could be false start against Twin City, and I believe that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, false start on number 68. D. Lewis.
Second penalty of the half. I believe they only had one the first half. I could be mistaken, but they have something like a minute and a half in the first half. 2 minutes in.
Yeah, Twin City has done a good job showing discipline, but unfortunately for them, it hasn't really turned into any points on the board in this ball game.
2nd down and 5 here. Sorry, 2nd and 10. Run the ball up the middle with Carroll. He's back up to the 26-yard line. Knocked down right there by Bradley Nash.
Man, Carroll's a tough guy. He's taking some hits on this drive. He got WWE body slammed on the first one, and now he gets a hard shoulder tackle, and he goes to the ground. But a good run there for Carroll. Sets up 3rd and 3.
Wonder how he'll feel tomorrow after all this bumps and bruises accumulate. He's a workhorse.
He is indeed. I agree with you.
I feel like he's the kind of guy that the coaches has to put aside. Said, please take a play off. You're on the sideline.
Exactly, and he can do a lot. We saw him receive some in that first half, and as you see here in the second, here to start the second half, plenty of carries already. At least 3 carries in this first half.
3rd down and 4. Costa and Carroll in the backfield for the Jets.
4 wide set.
Hand it off to Carroll. Why not? Stacked up by the Chaos defense.
Looks like the guys are standing the way Carroll wanted to go, and he just couldn't change direction.
Gerard Horace was the first person there to wrap up Carroll.
Yeah, Carroll tried. I agree with you. Carroll tried to switch directions there. Unfortunately, the Chaos were quick enough to switch with him, brought him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down and 4 right here for the Jets.
So the most dangerous play for the Chaos is the punt return.
Yes.
And Matthew Costa dejectedly walks off the field. The Jets will have to try another punt.
We've seen a muffin. We've seen a fumble. So
the only time something happens good for Twin Cities when the Chaos try to return punts.
playing the short receiver.
Yeah.
So we switch in positions. So switch it up already.
Here's Crone.
Short
A
punt.
rugby-style Australian rules type of punt. And it's down at the 45.
Devlin Brooks.
By Devlin Brooks.
Where the ball was punted.
We got a flag.
It might be roughing the kicker. We'll see how this goes.
Very possible. I know it was somebody very close to Crone.
Yeah.
And he let that punt go.
It was a good play because the punter did a roll.
Exactly.
You don't see too often.
Right. More of a college trend, actually. As Joe said, it's more of a rugby style play. So let's see.
Rushing.
It
Or
is
running. That's enough for a first down. So this Twin City drive will continue. Like they've had the ball the whole quarter. Except for those 45 yards Grantham had on the punt return.
I don't know about that one. I feel like if the punter rolls, he sort of gives up some of his rights.
They called it.
Yeah.
The penalty's on Nick White.
Oh, I disagree with that one. I think if you roll as a punter, if you roll out, it's sort of like the quarterback. If you run out the pocket, almost to me, or you think because you have to protect just in case he is running there.
The letter of the law does say if you touch the punter without touching the ball first,
Yeah.
you're getting a 5 yards. Tackling was 15, so looks like that's what they charged him with.
So we talked about having less penalties. Chicago Chaos, another crucial penalty to keep a Twin City drive alive. Like most of the penalties are coming on 3rd and 4th downs when the possession's about to change. So here's another opportunity for the Twin City Jets to finally get in this game as they get first down at their own 30-yard line.
I think that penalty is a little different from the other ones. The other ones have been mental issues. That one was a player trying to make a good play, just missed the ball.
Costa, those little swing pass.
That's live.
Is that a live ball to Carroll? The whistles are blowing.
The ball hit the ground and it rolled about right there, and then they whistled for it.
Yeah, that ball looked like a lateral.
Let's
Look
see.
at the replay. Costa's going to throw the ball from his own 34, own 24.
That is forward.
That's backwards, it looked like.
But right
Very
there,
close.
right there, they let the play roll. That's why I thought it was a live ball.
They were instead. The Cats did finally get on it, but it was close. A little break in the action real fast. Omaha Beef is now winning 33-24 over the Bloomington Edge. So go Anthony Ionati, who once again, I'll tell you 100 more times in the podcast, played for the Chicago Chaos for getting his break.
Every time you say Omaha Beef, it feels like you're talking about a butcher shop.
Oh, there's a steakhouse on the block I'm thinking about after this game.
Reminds me of Peyton Manning with those audibles. Omaha, the Omaha Steaks.
Second down for the Twin City Jets. Costa in the backfield.
Wow.
We have another flag.
Man.
This is almost impressive.
Yes, it is.
See,
Impressive.
I like when people go for the record like this.
False start on Twin City.
You know, we talked about Chicago having problems with penalties. I've noticed something about Twin City. Whenever Chicago gets a 5-yard penalty, they turn around and get one as well.
Yeah.
So both teams struggling with the penalties in this ballgame.
They were really good the first half. In the second half, they have just fallen apart.
Yes, they have. I agree. And that's not how you want to play down 14-0. And you've been struggling offensively, and you continue to give yards away.
And the thing about the penalties, the Chaos giving them every opportunity to get back in the game.
Basically,
Second down and 15 here.
Basically negating what Larry Carroll's been doing for them offensively in this game.
Carroll in the backfield with Costa. They send 3 receivers to the right. To the left, I'm sorry. Costa throwing the ball deep. And incomplete. Intended for Thomas.
That looked like a play where he decided where to throw it before the play even started.
Yeah.
A few times we commented. He was in double coverage. It's pretty good protection if the play starts off. You see, it looks for a half a second, but he throws it nearly right away. And there's a guy over the top. A few more yards, and he's got an interception.
He's had a few predetermined throws like that in the course of this game so far.
One thing I did like about that play, although clearly he didn't read the play, he just threw it in double coverage. That was actually probably his best throw I've seen him make tonight. He made that one with some confidence. He stepped into it, put a good amount of air under it. Unfortunately, too much air under it, and incomplete.
He's not seen to be a fundamentally sound quarterback the way Shuchuk seems to be a little more advanced in that stage.
3rd and 15 here. Twin City Jets trying to keep this drive alive.
More to your point, we've seen more reach from Shuchuk in this game than we have from Costa. I agree with you.
Trips to the left. High snap. Costa brings it down. Pump fake. Like he wants to run it. He will. Stays on his feet and gets to the 35-yard line. Not nearly enough for a first down. about 5 or 6 yards short, and see if the Twin City Jets want to keep the offense on the field or if they want to punt. You see that scramble there by Shootchuck. I'm sorry, by Costa.
Rumble by Coster. Not very pretty, but it worked. It got him 4 yards.
Yeah.
Now it's 4th down. See if they go for it. They bring in the kicking game again.
Coster built like a little fullback there. Got into the open field. I don't think you want to see that guy. I played safety.
Little fullback.
Yeah, yeah. I played safety. I wouldn't want to get in front of that guy in the open field.
So, Twin City Jets going to push their chips right into the middle of the table and go for it on this 4th down and 6. Approaching the 9.5-minute mark in the 3rd quarter.
4 wide set again for Twin City. With a back next to Costa.
Costa gets the snap. Scrambles a little bit. Throws it. A wobbly pass. And it's incomplete. Intended for
Brooks again.
Devlin Brooks.
Well, great pressure.
And now the Chicago Chaos will have terrific field position.
Yeah, he rolls away, rolls right into the defender, and he gives himself a bad lane to throw it into. Great job by the Chaos. Very athletic team, the Chaos, very strong team, and they weren't shooting themselves in the foot for once.
So, interesting right here. Chaos about 35 yards away from going up 21-0 on the Twin City Jets. We're live from Joliet Memorial Stadium in Joliet, Illinois. Mid-States Football League action. The home of your Chicago Chaos playing their first game in this league against the Twin City Jets. Also their first game in this league. 1st and 10 here for Chicago Chaos. They hand it off to Hodges. In move, out move to the 30. Still on his feet to about the 26-yard line. He got about 9.
Good play by Hodges. They had a little misdirection going. And it feels like we haven't called his name in ages. It's only halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the Chaos offense hasn't been on the field at all really in this quarter. Literally.
Yeah, literally. They had the fumble on the punt return, and then they forced the punt, but it was a penalty. And more of this no huddle from Chicago.
And everyone moved but the center in that one.
Yeah.
False start on the Chaos. So that erases that very good 1st down gain right there by Hodges and bag them up 5.
That was one of the more strange false start penalties. Like 10 guys moved. The one guy that did move was the one guy that had the ball. So.
We've had a lot of miscommunication problems like that on both sides where you got like everybody moving except for the guy that can start the play, the center. 2nd down and 8. Jarrell Johnson in the backfield with Suchuk. He throws it behind Beatus out in the flat. Pass is incomplete. The replay.
We see that the Jets had a good run defense on this. They did see the screen coming, so he was ready to get it jacked up if he caught that ball or not. So it might have been a good no catch for his spleen.
I would like to see more runs out of Chicago here. You have the lead. You run the clock. Get out of here with the win. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, and Hodges doing a great job. Up the middle, there's no one really
exactly
back there for the Jets.
Shoot, bad snap. He picks it up at the 45, and they pick him up and throw him down hard at the 49-yard line. Terrible snap out of center that time.
Yeah, it just goes right past Shootchuck.
And Colton Dowich.
It was almost to the left of the running back. Pretty impressive.
I'm sorry, number 54 right there.
Blumenshine.
Andrew Blumenshine. He got there and he had some bad intentions when he caught up with Michael Shootchuck.
That's it. He's had a couple nice plays, too.
Shootchuck is actually walking to the sideline. 4th and 25.
The doctor is out, but she turned away.
I guess they wanted to almost give him one of those concussion protocol looks, but he looks to be all right. He waves the trainer and the doctor off. Chicago Chaos will be looking to punt now.
You see that snap from to the left of the halfback, I believe, unless I'm misreading that play.
Blumenshine shot out of there like a rocket once he got out of there. Once he saw the ball was loose. And finished off Shootchuck in the backfield. That's how they teach you to do a great open field tackle by Blumenshine.
So the Chaos squander a golden opportunity to go up 17 or possibly 21 points on the Jets. They started the ball off at the Jet 35-yard line, and they actually bag up 13 yards. So now here's the punt.
They were for almost
Dominic Kozlowski, who hasn't had a lot of work since that 1st quarter. Punt end over end, almost straight in the air. Wow. And wow.
Twin City bounce.
And this punt went about 4 yards. It's at the 49. They're going to mark it at the 49 of Twin City.
Good play by Dominic Kozlowski because that ball was bouncing.
Yeah.
You ever seen a punter down his own punt?
Thinking of Northwestern Michigan game one time I saw that.
Dominic Kozlowski just downed his own punt.
It's kind of like Brett Favre catching his own pass.
Yeah, that was his first career pass.
That punt actually went, I believe, -3 yards.
Wow. But look at that. It took a huge Twin City bounce. It almost went back across midfield, but he was able to save it and keep it on the Twin City side of the field.
Well, nice hops. You should not.
Yeah.
Hunter can't jump.
Kozlowski might have been better off having Twin City block, though.
Right.
So here's another golden opportunity for the Twin City Jets to get in this game after a negative punt right there by Kozlowski. They're going to start at the 49-yard line.
Well, that was one thing I did notice in the pregame. The wind was catching a lot of kicks and sort of throwing them back. I saw Thomas, he was kicking some field goals earlier. They were going to go through and the wind would literally catch them and throw them back about 5 or 10 yards.
You can't see that screen right now, but there are flags attached to the field goal post, and they are streaming
yes,
right
they
to
are.
the left on your screen. So right into the wind where the Cavs are headed.
We have a whistle. We also have a new quarterback in for the Jets.
Got Fisher.
LaRon Carroll is the quarterback.
Carroll, yeah. Fisher and Carroll are both back there. We've seen LaRon Carroll he came in on that screen play earlier where Coster threw the backward screen. So obviously he's a bit of a dual threat guy for this Twin City team.
Twin City right now looking for any kind of threat down by 14. 1st and 10 at their own 49. They hand it off to Utley. He's got a yard, maybe 2. Tackled by Carl Young, the linebacker for the Chaos.
The 2-back set there for Twin City. Hands it off to Utley. Utley powers it up there. Picked up about 2 on that one.
You've seen a lot of extra back sets and a lot of bringing in tight ends just to block. They don't even go after the passes. So they're realizing they
hurry
can't
up
block
offense with LaRon Carroll now. Darren Utley in the backfield with Matthews.
Oh, blitz. Blitz from Chicago. What a blitz.
Carl Young in around the corner. Got him down at the 47-yard line. And here's another 3rd and long coming up for the Twin City Jets. Is this Chaos defense very stout tonight?
Carl Young almost shot out of a cannon the way he turned the corner on the edge there. Got right into the backfield, sniffed the play out, and brought him down to the backfield for the loss.
The wheels turning his head. He can't throw the weak to still in the pocket, and there's a big guy running behind you.
Yeah. As we get a look at that play, Carl Young, look at him. He reads the snap, and he
nobody blocks him.
Just beat the snap. Actually, almost got it offsides. Did a great job reading. Turns the corner, and he's just too quick for any lineman in that scenario.
3rd down and 12 for the Twin City Jets right now. 46-yard line. Carroll, see if he can convert and keep him on the field. 3rd and 12. Carroll throws it. Incomplete.
Marcus Lashley, the intended
Marcus
receiver.
Lashley, intended receiver. We might have another one of these mental flags, as Chris pointed out, on the 3rd down.
You got to make that play if you're Marcus Lashley. Remember, we saw the play earlier by Coster. He had a man open in the end zone, and he dropped it too. So Twin City, they've had their chances tonight, but they've just had a few errors, a few mental errors, whether it be on penalties, and then they've had a few just fundamental errors with catching the ball in this game.
I think this penalty's going against Twin City.
I don't know. I see Chicago backing up about 10 or 15 yards.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
Oh, it is on Chicago. Yeah. Another personal foul.
Yeah, there were 2 penalties called. They declined the first one. That's what I got out of that.
Another dead ball penalty by the Chicago Chaos to keep the Twin City drive alive. Look at the replay.
He threw it out of bounds. The receiver missed it, and then they have a hard hit at the end.
Look at the play from Young.
This is a better play.
Yeah, that's the play from Young earlier.
That was a terrific sack right there. Carroll ready for the snap now. 1st and 10.
3 wide set.
That penalty moved the ball inside the Chaos 40. Carroll throws it high and incomplete.
These defensive backs for the Chaos, they're very strong and very fast. If you're going to throw something up, you have to start praying.
Yeah, especially when you throw the ball in the quadruple coverage.
So they had two guys coming at him, so he knew he had to get rid of the ball soon. That's going to give you a hard time as a quarterback. So good job by the line to put the pressure, and good job by the DBs to finish the game or job.
As the next safety, I'm proud to see that all 4 DBs swarming to the ball trying to get that one as it got knocked in the air. Good play by the Chaos secondary.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Twin City Jets. Just inside the Chaos 40, down 14-0. About 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter here from Joliet Memorial Stadium.
3 wide set with a tight end for Twin City here.
Carroll in the backfield with Utley back there with him. He throws it, pump fake, looking to run. He won't be able to do anything. He lost a couple.
Well, great job for Pursuit.
Hit hard by Chris Wilkerson.
What a game he's having. He's been almost everywhere in that backfield for Twin City against Twin City tonight.
Look at the replay. Carroll throwing up. That was the
That
personal
was a pass to
foul.
Lashley. Oh, the hit after.
He already had 2 steps after the ball was dropped. You can't have that.
So now 3rd down and long again for the Twin City Jets, and we'll see if the Chaos can do a good job of keeping them off the field if they stop them. A lot of penalties on 3rd down and 4th down so far as offsides and personal fouls.
Omaha Beef now have a 33-24 edge on the Bloomington Edge. It's now in the 3rd quarter, so game's getting good. Go Beef.
3rd down and 11 for the Twin City Jets. LaRon Carroll, the quarterback, throwing the ball deep into the end zone.
Oh, let's see. Let's see if they let that one go.
Incomplete.
That looks like a cross on your feet while both guys were looking up for the ball.
Threw the ball in a double coverage.
It was a pretty pass, just wasn't
Incomplete. No flags intended for Malik Harris.
So Carroll has an arm.
Yeah.
And he's pretty quick, so we're not sure of the accuracy just yet.
The accuracy and the decision making so far for the Jet quarterbacks. Really haven't seen them work in cohesion yet.
That's a good point. It seemed like a few times they weren't sure which way to go on their routes, or if he wants to get to the halfback, if he wants to throw it, so they don't quite have that decision-making pat down yet.
Offense still on the field here for Twin City.
4th down and 11. So Twin City going to go for it, down by 14, late stages of the 3rd period.
He's got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
Carroll.
Good blitz again.
Throws it into the Chaos sideline.
Good decision.
Way before the receiver that was running that way was ready for it because he was under duress.
Yeah, Carroll had no time to throw that ball. He's got 3. As you see on this replay here, he's going to have 2 Chaos players in his face, and then you got 3 guys in the direction of where he throws it. Great defense by the Chaos. I can't remember a time where a team has dominated a quarter like this, and they maybe had the ball a total of about 30 seconds.
That was Cameron Hall that had the pressure right there for the Chaos.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, the defense is what the Chaos are built on.
Yeah.
But still, you don't see that all in the field for 30 seconds. They did a great job.
Great conditioning from this Chaos defense. None of these guys look tired. We saw Young make a big play, and you see those guys getting after it there as we get a run here for Chicago.
39-yard line is where this drive starts. And they get 5 yards from C.J. Young right there. C.J. Young, the big back out of these Chicago Chaos stable of running back, 6 feet, 250 pounds.
I've seen a few practices for the Chaos, and those are big guys going real fast. I'm not sure if those guys realize it's only practice, especially Nick Olson, Quennell Johnson, but real good team.
Chaos stay in a hurry-up mode, up 14-0. Young and Johnson are the running backs.
2 wide here.
Shoot Chuck, throwing the ball deep, got a man
open,
and caught. And still on his feet.
Great job.
Number 80, that is Eric Stevenson.
Stevenson's had a couple of drops, so it must be able to listen.
Terrific catch. Bobbling the ball in traffic, and then got up and added a little bit on to the game.
I talked to Stevenson in the pregame. He said, man, I hope you get to call my name a lot today, man. Well, haven't called him much, but there's a big play for Eric Stevenson there, getting his name called here on the broadcast.
Well, remember that many plays, he's had the biggest one so far.
Right.
Chicago Chaos now in the red zone at the 20. Full backfield. They give it to Jarrell Johnson. and he is stacked up behind the line. He might have lost about 2.
Good second effort there by Johnson. Just too many Twin City Jets in the backfield.
Look at that replay of that Eric Stevenson catch.
Yeah, nice job of seeing the balls underthrown, watching all the way in. That's even better catch in slow-mo.
Great concentration.
And then he also got up, too. It's a lot of leagues that you're down when your knee hits it down, like college football, so good job thinking.
Heady player. I agree. See, 4 wide set here for Chicago with Johnson in the backfield.
Send a man in motion and give it to him on a jet sweep. No, he kept by Shootchuck.
Oh!
And he's running to the end zone. Touchdown. Michael Shootchuck, his second rushing touchdown of the night. And Chicago now leading 20-0 over the Twin City Jets.
He's ran over his own lineman. You know this guy's tough then.
What a play by Shootchuck. He fooled me on that one. I thought he gave it to the man on the jet sweep. Nope, Shootchuck keeps it, gets his second touchdown of the night.
And the second time he's fooled us on the telecast making one of these fakes. Jet sweep action with Hodges. Nope, I'm going to run this myself. And no, untouched until he got into the end zone.
If you see 3 guys trail Hodges once Shootchuck pulled the ball out of his stomach. So great job. That's why Hodges has been so key to the game.
You took that point right out of my head. I was going to say that. That just goes to show how dangerous Hodges can be, where almost the whole front line of Twin City trails him. Shootchuck says, nah, I'm going to keep this one myself, and I'm taking it to the house. Touchdown, Chaos.
So here's Thomas on for his 3rd extra point try. Another high snap. And this one won't get off the ground here. Twin City smothers the holder, Kozlowski, before Thomas can even get to the ball to kick it.
High snap. And once this happens, you need amazing timing. The kicker didn't start right away. If it did, it would have been blocked anyways. In the MSFL, if you block a kick and return it, you do get a point. So good job snuffing that out in case anything happened.
Oh, all sides here. We have a penalty right here on Twin City. What else is new? Every extra point has had a penalty. Like extra point means extra penalty.
We had 2 on the opening extra point of the game. So yeah, you got a point, Joe.
So here's Thomas going to retry this point after.
Well, I said earlier that it's hard to get special team reps in practice, so they're doing the game instead.
20-0 Chaos on the strength of a Michael Shootchuck rushing touchdown from 20 yards out. His second one of the night.
Shootchuck a smart quarterback. He's done a great job reading when he runs those jet sweep plays.
Kick is good by Thomas. 21-0 Chaos. Hold on.
We got another flag?
Hold on. We have another flag.
Well, it has been a while.
Yeah, at least 23 seconds. Real time.
I wonder what this one is. We're going to see.
Well, as they're deciding, Shootchuck is actually a wide receiver, so he's playing that position. It's not always just a quarterback. And having that extra position knowledge helps him.
Exactly.
Penalty looks like it's on the Chaos.
This is brought to you by Iowa Football 365. Please go to the Facebook site for Iowa Football 365. Like us, view the show, and support football, professional all around the world. Can't see this much drive for an extra play.
Bagged up the Chaos pretty good.
Are they trying to get room for the soccer nets?
Soccer nets have been a problem here tonight. Had about 5 Jets players carrying one off the field earlier.
Yes, the linemen were helping out.
They were very helpful. So here's the extra point attempt again by Thomas.
He's kicking that from the 24. That's a 34-yard field goal.
41.
And look at this. Blocked. Kick is blocked by the Jets. And they're trying to pick it up. They don't have it. I don't know who has it. Still loose. Now the Jets have it again, and the player's been whistled dead. And players don't want to get into it. They just tap each other on the helmet.
See, if we got a flag here, you got to look out for those on these extra points. It looks like this one's going to stand.
looks like Blumenschein was the one who got the block. We've called his name a few times.
Yes, we have.
For the Jets. Another great play, and I thought he almost got the ball again at the end of the play.
Blumenschein on defense and Carroll on offense for the Jets.
So we had a missed extra point, a good field goal, and a mixed extra point on that one.
And don't forget all the great penalties.
Right.
20-0 by the Chaos. Great job so far in their inaugural game to MSFL.
I wonder how many points we've had on extra points that have been negated in this game. How many points have we had on that?
Like 25.
Right.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Well, as we're on our break, Lehigh Valley still has won the game, actually 51-26 with Georgia Firebirds in the National Arena League. Also in the National Arena League, Jacksonville Sharks have crushed the High County Grizzlies 66-18. Again, Jacksonville is the star of that league. No huge surprise. In the Arena Football League, Philadelphia sold 159-49 over Cleveland Gladiators. Gladiators have had a tough year, and it just keeps going for them. Philadelphia Soul is unbeaten on the season. In the CIF, the playoffs, Dodge City lost by a great game at Texas Revolution. It's 38-35. And you saw our picks. Well, if you watched our show with Mark Knicki and I, we were pretty divided on that one. So it's a great game. And Dodge City pulls it out. It'd be quite the upset as they're getting ready to go for the kickoff.
Kristen Grantham holding the ball here for David Thomas as the wind picking up again here from Joliet Memorial Stadium. 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Chaos leading 20-0 over the Twin City Jets.
Short kick.
Short kick fielded by number 14, Devlin Brooks at the 35, and he is down at around the 42-yard line.
Haven't called his name in a while. He passes to him a bit.
No, they haven't. It's been like running game with Carroll, then do something else.
Yeah, it's one Carroll to the other Carroll, and then punt.
Yeah.
Oh, penalty.
Yeah, penalty, right.
So let's see if they bring Matthew Coster back in, or they going to stick with LaRon Carroll.
I think they looked a little better with Carroll.
Yeah. He was airing it out. He did a good job airing it out, had some good air under his passes. But unfortunately, he wasn't reading it well either. He was throwing them into double coverage. We saw one where there were 4 Chaos players in the area, but luckily for his, Twin City, it only fell harmlessly to the ground.
And we have a penalty on that kickoff, and the referees are
surprise,
bringing this ball back, way back,
man,
inside the Twin City 20.
Wow, he took that out to the 42. I wonder where the flag was.
Still walking back, and they mark it down at about the 18-yard line.
Wow.
A difference of about 24 yards.
24, yep.
So Twin City had opportunities to get back in this game early in the quarter. Couldn't take advantage of a turnover. Couldn't take advantage of the bad punt. And now they find themselves in a 20-0 hole with 28 seconds left in the third quarter. LaRon Carroll stays on his quarterback.
I look for Twin City to air it out. They're running out of time to get back in this ballgame.
Larry Carroll.
And as I say that, they run it.
Runs it.
Well, that's their best play. They don't have enough time to keep doing it.
He's to the 24-yard line, a gain of about 6. As the clock continues to tick toward the end of the third quarter.
This might be the last play of the quarter as the clock runs down.
And they don't look like they're moving with any sense of urgency, and they're going to let this clock wind down to the end of the third quarter. And they'll try to make up their 20-point deficit in the last 15 minutes of the game. As the Chicago Chaos lead the Twin City Jets 20-0 at the end of 3 quarters. We'll be right back.
The Windy City Bulls are the NBA's new developmental league team, and the Illinois Media School is their new broadcast team. Have you ever wanted to direct, shoot, produce, or be on the sidelines doing play-by-play like a pro? Now is your chance with the Illinois Media School's Sports Emphasis program. You'll have the chance to work all 24 home games with the Windy City Bulls. For more information, to be part of the team, go to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
the fourth quarter of the Chicago Chaos inaugural game in the MSFL, leading 20-0 over the Twin City Jets. As that pass right there by LaRon Carroll goes incomplete and out of bounds.
Bit of a game summary here. Chicago leading Twin City 20-0. Big game from Michael Shuchuk. He has a touchdown pass, and he has 2 rushing touchdowns in the game.
I say the player of the game might be Hodges, though, for the Chaos.
Yes. Yes, Devion Hodges was big on those 2 Shuchuk runs as he was able to draw the defense in, allowing Shuchuk to pretty much go right up the gut and into the end zone for 6.
When you're drawing 3 guys as a decoy, you're doing a good job.
3rd down and 5 right here for the Twin City Jets. Trying to keep this drive alive and rally against this tough Chaos defense. Carroll in the gun, fumbles the snap but controls it. Now rolling, throwing the ball deep.
Oh, nice catch.
And a catch. A completed pass, actually.
Jeremy Foster making the catch.
Jeremy Foster, somebody other than Larry Carroll making the catch for the Twin City Jets right around midfield.
And now you see Twin City. This is exactly what I thought of Twin City. They would start airing it out, but also now they're picking up the offense.
Look at that replay. Carroll almost dropped the snap, then a terrific athletic rollout, and found his man in the middle of the field.
Looked like they were going to go no huddle there, but instead they decided to huddle at the last second.
1st and 10 at their own 49. Twin City.
4 wide set. Man in the backfield next to Carroll. Oh, man.
He was so offside. he just said, "I'll forget it," and turned around.
I don't know how to even comment that one.
Yeah, that's just one of those you just throw your hands up and just say, "Well."
It was almost like
well.
He was going to be unevaded to the quarterback. Then he said, "No, I'm not going to do that."
He literally turned around.
Enrique Henley.
Oh, man.
Who was on his way being unevaded, then decided, I'm just going to take the penalty. So it's a 5-yard mark-off for the Chaos, and it'll be a 1st and 5 coming up for the Jets.
I don't think Carroll knew what to do with that. He should have snapped the ball and tried to get something, but it just surprised me with that offsides.
If I had to say anything one thing that the Cows need to work on, clearly the penalties. Like, you can't have penalties like that, even up 20-0. This is actually the time to work on that. Work on your discipline with a 20-0 lead.
The Chaos have big goals. They won a championship. Can't do it with penalties.
1st and 5. They hand it off to Larry Carroll. What a block he got from Devlin Brooks. And he's all the way up to the Chaos 40.
That was a beautiful crackback block by Devlin Brooks.
And that's a 1st down also for the Twin City Jets.
So get another look at the play. Brooks, he fakes the route. Nice crackback block. Springs Carroll up the field, and he's got the 1st down.
That was an extra 10 yards just off that block. Defender never saw it coming. Still legal. Had it across the shoulders. No problem.
The 6-yard play. It might have been one of the better plays of the night for the Jets. So they have a 1st down moving in Chaos territory right now at the 40-yard line. A tad over 13 minutes left in this contest.
4 wide set again for Twin City. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they stay in the 4 wide the rest of the night.
Here's Carroll. Play action, throwing the ball deep. And threw the ball out, but the receiver went in. That was Foster who went in.
Zigged when he should have zagged on that one, Joe. I think the intent was right there. Carroll was looking for Foster on a slant route, but he threw it as if he was supposed to run a bit of a poco there, post-corner route. Unfortunately for Chicago, falls harmlessly to the ground.
So 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Jets. Down 20-0. Early stages of the 4th quarter. Joseph Gregory along here with Chris Rouse and Mike Heim. First game of the Mid-States Football League era for the Chicago Chaos.
Quick game check in for our friends at Omaha Beef. The score right now, 4th quarter, 2 minutes left. Omaha Beef 36, Edge 30. 2 minutes left again. Great close game.
Exciting contest elsewhere. 2nd down and 10 here. Carroll takes the snap.
Oh,
took a hit. From the pocket as he get hit. And the ball very underthrown.
And the wide receiver tackled the DB.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was thinking, are we going to get offensive pass interference here?
They don't call the OPI. And it'll be 3rd down and long coming up for the Jets.
Carroll took a hit for his troubles on that one.
Really good pressure right there. by the Chicago Chaos defensive line. I feel like if you're a defensive lineman right here, you got to love this. Another team down by 20 points early in the fourth quarter. You just pin your ears back and go get the quarterback, right?
They're salivating right now. And this offensive line by the Cities, they had a good first quarter or so, but after that, the Chaos have really opened it up. They're doing more blitzes, they're doing more crosses. They're doing a great job.
Light chance of defense here at Joliet Memorial Stadium.
Yes, Mark Panicki's trying it. He's picking that up.
3rd down and 10 here for LaRon Carroll. Little option look, hands it off
Oh,
to
nice
Larry
move.
Carroll. Cut back, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20 to the 21-yard line of the Chaos. And the Twin City Jets have another first down on this drive.
It's been the Carroll show for Twin City as LaRon with the nice pitch to Larry, and Larry with a big run as we get another look at that play.
It's a great move right there.
He beat the one man he had to beat, and he got another 15 yards after it. Great job. It's hard to do an open field tackle against this guy.
Yeah.
The tackle was made by Terrell Wilson. 1st and 10 right now.
A lot of starters
Upcoming for Twin City.
A lot of stars that cast are now on the bench. I see Nunez on there. Quinnell Johnson's still on the field, number 2.
Quinnell Johnson, he's got a motor. I don't think he ever wants to get off the field. And
he went offense if you let him.
Yeah.
1st and 10. We have a penalty on the Twin City Jet offensive line. Somebody moved prematurely.
Quinnell Johnson, one of those guys that he just loves what he does. I couldn't get a word with him in pregame. He was running on the field and off the field before the game even started.
I tried to interview him when he went to a Boo Bonner's combine.
Yeah.
Boo Bonner CFL. He was all business.
Yeah.
Let him do his thing. He's a great guy.
2nd down and 15 here for the 1st and 15 for Twin City here. After that false start penalty, LaRon Carroll back to throw. Good catch.
Oh,
in the
great
flat,
defense.
But nowhere to run to.
Great open field tackle. He spelled that play out.
That was a great close.
Malik Harris with a terrific one-hand catch, but it was just nowhere to go.
See the replay here. Here's a nice pass to the flat. He's got 2 guys on him.
Oh,
The
look at
first
that.
guy, he makes it his business.
And a great tackle right there by Robert Forbes, number 27.
Forbes with the track star speed almost there to close in on that one. He sniffed that one out from about 15, 20 yards deep. Comes up, makes the play in the backfield.
So after that great run by Larry Carroll to give him the first down, the Jets now going backwards. First a 5-yard penalty, then losing 4 yards on that completed pass. 2nd and 19.
Whoa.
Oh, boy. We've had a lot of those. haven't we?
Oh, we got a mix-up down there.
How about, you ever had an unevaded to the end zone?
Oh, he earned himself a personal conduct.
And now we have
Now
some more
J.J.
stuff.
Bailey. J.J. Bailey, number 18 of Twin City.
And he's having some words with Patrick Nelson.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who it's on, Nelson or the
So we'll look at the false start first, and then we'll see who got the personal conduct.
That was Quentin
Or personal foul
Fonville.
afterwards.
That was Quentin Fonville who had the unevaded path to the end zone. Bailey was ushered aside by the officials, and we are going to get a false start against Twin City.
And an unsportsmanlike on Twin City. So
Yeah.
they are just going in the wrong direction after that big run right there by Larry Carroll.
Did they mark off personal foul yardage yet? Okay.
Yeah, they marked. Yeah, it took them a while. It took them a while there, Mike.
Going in the wrong direction for sure.
Yeah. But I understand that because that could throw off your call sometimes. So I get you. I get you on that one. And they put the ball back at midfield. So basically negated everything that Carroll and Carroll did on that
They went
pitch.
back 28 yards
Yeah.
since the Carroll first down run. 28 yards the other way.
Carroll took them just about. I can't remember if they were inside or if they were just outside.
Oh, great score by Iowa Football 365. Dodge City Lot 45 and Texas Revolution 49. Fourth quarter, the opening round of the CIF playoffs. Great game between those two.
Exciting action.
Yeah, we've
in
seen some
other leagues.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty good scores from those other games.
What we're seeing here is a lot of what not to do on the football field, penalty wise. Carroll gets the snap.
This is
Looked
gonna
like
be
he wanted
holding.
to throw the ball deep.
This is gonna be holding on
There's
Twin
a
City.
flag down. Carroll running for his life at the 50, 45, still scrambling, and now thrown down hard by Carl Young at the Chaos 42-yard line.
Resilient effort there by Carroll, but Chaos just too good.
Chaos sideline is ecstatic after
Yeah.
that one. getting the nice play even after the hold. I'm just thinking the whole time, please slide, quarterback, please slide.
Coach Sam yelling to the heavens after the Chaos made the play there.
And they declined the holding penalty. And it'll be 3rd and forever for the Jets.
Chicago Chaos defense, they're just too quick. That's how you draw penalties. We saw Young in the 3rd quarter make the big play off the edge. And then we saw him again on the 4th down. They blitzed and they forced a bad throw. And then how about that one right there? Carroll trying to run outside, sniffed out on both sides, and had nowhere to go. Just brought down.
Again, this is a lot of the second-team defense. They're still showing a lot of speed and strength. This has been, from what I talked to the coaches, people on the team, this is the strongest Chicago Chaos team they've ever had. They've been growing and growing, do a lot of good recruiting, do a lot of good stuff in the community. But these guys they have now, best they've had ever.
Championship pedigree in the Chicago Chaos team. They are trying to win a championship in their first year in the MSFL.
3rd and 27 upcoming for the Jets right here. Carroll waiting on the snap. Gets it. Rolls out to his right and throws it deep.
Got a man.
Deep. Almost a Hail Mary at about the 15-yard line. 3 Chaos players, 3 Chaos defenders, and 2 receivers there for the Twin City Jets. And the ball is knocked down to the ground by one of the Chaos defenders.
Bad throw there by Carroll. He had a wide open man in J.J. Bailey, but he couldn't get enough under it, and the ball was just falling short to Quentin Fonville. As you can't see it in the replay, but there you see Bailey coming back into the play. He was wide open. That's what I thought Carroll was looking for when he put it in the air.
That's a little bit of pressure on him, but like you said, open man instead. We'll take
now, 4th and 27 for Twin City. They had a 1st and 10 at the Chaos 22-yard line.
Just outside the 20 on
like
a good
they were
carry.
going to have an outside chance of getting back in this game, and they just went backwards. So here's the punt. They have a new punter in.
Jeff Martin puts that one in the air.
Jeff Martin. And this ball is bouncing and
that's
rolling
poison.
dead at about the 7-yard line.
No fumbles, no penalties. Good job, Chaos.
There goes Quinnell Johnson, though. Normally, most people would call poison, get out the way. Look at Quinnell Johnson still looking at him. Maybe I could sneak in there and run that one back.
He's like a hunter hunting prey right
Yes,
there.
he was. It's going to be fun watching Quinnell Johnson this season for the Chicago Chaos.
It's a lot of fun to watch. He's a freak athlete.
Yes, he is.
So, as we see some kids like they're in tryout mode, trying to get a Futures Chaos contract.
No, they want those gold medals. They want to be like Usain Bolt. They want
working
those
on some
gold
celebrations.
medals.
A little dab.
You gotta start young with a good celebration.
Yeah.
With the Chicago Chaos trying to close out this first game of the season and also make it their first win, leading 20-0 with 8:55 left in the game. They hand it off. This is Hodges. He's to the 15.
He turned the corner.
25, still on his feet and knocked out at about the 30-yard line. A gain of about 22 for Devion Hodges.
That was Huff that made the tackle there for Twin City, number 21, bringing them
See
down.
that good blocking on the edge from the receivers, like that was Vitas. I'm sorry, that was Seekis, number 83, with that good block to help chauffeur Devion Hodges around that corner.
I don't want to say the game is in hand. There's a lot of time left, a lot of football left, but look at this slide. He's something balls left.
Yeah.
I didn't see it on the fly.
Ball is coming way back.
Despite the penalty, Hodges and Quinnell Johnson, they just have that motor. They just want to keep going, no matter the score, no matter how much time left in the game. It's a joy to watch players play like that.
Yeah, this is a big turnover. So there's a lot of guys I'm very excited to learn a lot about. Nick Olson is a
First and 10.
Yeah.
So that penalty must have occurred after Hodges had the first down.
Chris Little in the game.
Backup quarterback in.
He rifles it.
Yeah.
Full of the chaos. And threw the ball hard and inaccurate for his intended target.
Yeah, gunslinger with that. That was a gunslinger throw right there. That was probably the hardest 3-yard pass I've ever seen in my life.
Brett Favre is very proud of it.
Yeah.
Second down and 9 here for Little. Got Young in the backfield with him.
He's got a man if he looks. He saw him, yep.
Little.
Oh!
And over the head of Salas.
The turf monster.
Yep. I was just going to say that the turf monster strikes again.
Donnell Salas was the intended receiver on that.
Little underthrown. Yeah, he tries to make the recovery and it strips over his feet.
Kind of like Coach Kyle. This is his first year coaching Chicago Chaos. Up 20-0 in the fourth quarter, really giving a lot of the second team guys on defense and offense to see what he really has on the roster.
I really like what I've actually seen out of his second team defense. Let's see if we can get some of that same passion out of the offense as Little.
Little back to pass. Incomplete. Looking for Seekis.
I don't think Little's a big fan of touch.
Done that ball.
See, nice blocking up front. Once again, they only rushed 3, but they have plenty of time back there.
Nice pocket to step into.
Ooh.
It's a little bit low, a little bit away.
Little throwing a slider out there.
4th and 9. Chicago Chaos getting ready to punt with Dominic Kozlowski.
Hopefully he won't have down his own punt again.
We hope not. Joseph Gregory along with Chris Rouse and Mike Heim. Sportstown Chicago bringing you live coverage of Chicago Chaos football here going against the Twin City Jets in an inaugural game with the Mid-States Football League. 4th and 9 here with 8.5 minutes left. And the punt here from Kalowski is it's a very good one. Flag down. What else do you expect? Punt controlled at the 45 by the Jets.
Oh, that came loose.
Was that ball down already? Same thing.
Yeah, same.
There. Great play. See if he was actually down on this replay. Catches it, bobbles.
Javante Simon was the return man. He got hit pretty hard right there. Was that ball out?
No, he was down. That was a good call. He was
You
down.
sure?
This is coming out, but I'm also a homer, so we'll
That's
see
coming
how
out.
biased I am.
Like it was coming out.
Oh, wait a minute. That's gonna be tough. That would be tough to overturn.
But we did have a flag to start that punt.
And it looks like it's coming back.
And it's a false start on the Chaos. So it'll now be 4th and 14 for the Chaos.
He was punting that out the end zone. Hold on, do they have 14? Do they have 5 to give him? Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they walked it off.
Alright, so they'll be punting from looks like they're
You might have to punt from the soccer net.
Yeah.
4th and 14 after that penalty.
Well, the Twin City Jets punted about 7 yards deep behind their line. Now the Chaos are going to imitate that.
Bad snap.
Good. Kalowski got rid of it.
Beautiful punt.
Here's Simon again at the 45, 50, 45. He's at the 40. Splits tackles, 35, still on his feet to the Chaos 31-yard line. So some more good special teams work right there by the Twin City Jets.
Simon would have stayed to his right. I think he could have went home with that one.
Oh, we got a score update. The Beef now at 43 over the edge. Anthony Adis had a great game. The defense has 2 interceptions for the Beef. So we'll keep you on that one to get a final. And the Loft taking lead 52. The Revolution 49. So that's a great game again. The Dodge City Law got 2 wins taken away from them by the league because they did not submit footage to Eversport TV, I believe is how it went. So you had the 2 top teams are now 1-4 in that league. Real good game.
Wow. There's a flag down.
Been flags down all night.
Are they growing flags somewhere?
Right.
I'm taking that penalty is against the Chicago Chaos.
Yeah.
They are bagging up more.
Yeah.
And this returner ended at the 31-yard line.
Let's see.
It's a personal foul. They moved that ball up to about the 17-yard line. So another personal foul. More undisciplined. Being very undisciplined, the Chicago Chaos in this game, even though they're leading 20-0.
They're lined up real tight. They have 2 tight ends in, a fullback and a halfback.
Under the center, there's a concept for quarterbacking. Because LaRon Carroll hands it off to Larry Carroll, and he is stacked up.
The power running game is not going to work. They have to spread people out and run in the middle anyway.
Stacked up in the backfield.
I think
Nick
that's
White was there first.
I think that's the first time I've seen either team go out of the I tonight.
I think you're right. They've wishbone a few times and once with one halfback.
Yeah. Saw a Wildcat earlier too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a couple of them beginning the game.
Yeah.
Carroll lost a yard on that play. It'll be 2nd and 11. 7.5 minutes left in this game. Chaos next week will be taking on the Ducks.
Big game for them. They're circling that game for a long time.
That was the high school.
Excited to see all these teams the first time.
2nd and 11 here. Chaos show blitz. It's a bootleg roll out here by LaRon Carroll. He's at a 15. And stacked up there by Cornell Johnson.
Carroll reminded me a little bit of Willie Beeman.
And Carroll is not up yet. Getting up slowly, being helped. He's limping off the field. Talking to the trainer. Interesting to see if he can continue.
Yeah, I hate to see these, especially only about 7 minutes left towards the end of the games in hand. But we got a final for you. The Omaha Beef have beaten the Bloomington Edge 43-30. So I hate to root against the hometown team, Bloomington Edge. I feel very dirty doing it. But Anthony Iannotti is a Chicago Cast alumnus.
Yeah.
So congratulations. He got a start here. And now he's off to big things. Congratulations.
Yeah, big win for the Omaha Beef. 3rd down and 7. Carroll able to continue.
Chaos showing blitz.
Pitches it back to Larry Carroll. No gain.
That's beautiful defensive football right there. Sniffing out the run, shedding the blocks, and putting the man down in the backfield. Good defense by the
Carl
Chaos.
Young and Ramon Grace were there.
No surprise with Carl Young being there. That's the second time we've seen him pretty much we saw him blow off the edge earlier. This time he just sheds the block, gets there into the backfield.
Yeah, a lot of these Chaos defenders have had great nights tonight. Olsen has been terrific in the middle. Nick White, very stout on that defensive end.
Chris Wilkerson has been big tonight.
Wilkerson, he's got his piece of the pie. Very strong performance by the Chaos defense.
There's so many talented players on the Chicago team. They even added about 10 real good guys about a week ago. They've already done practice for a month. When you have great players, they will take you on.
Yeah.
And again, Chicago Cast has a lot of good scholarships for players through football. They try to get you in the next league up, so that's why we have all the filming and everything. And it's also Jack's jobs for sponsors. So they really go all the way out non-profit because they love football. And the guys on the team, they go a lot in the community. They do so much work. Hats off to them, the great organization they've built up the last 10 years.
Yeah, you can't help but respect that. Another guy we forgot to mention, Cornell Johnson, hasn't really had too many big plays, but
you just don't throw to him.
Right, you don't throw to his side.
We don't talk about cornerbacks, usually good for them.
Exactly. That's exactly where I was going with that.
You're a well-respected cornerback. You don't get a lot of action. Just comes with the business.
The Canadian Football League actually, well, one of the teams, a couple of them have come to see him try out.
Yeah.
So he's on the radar for a lot of real high-power teams.
Right, 4th and 9 here for the Twin City Jets. Keeping the offense on the field. 5 minutes and 21 seconds left.
I thought they were going to try a field goal just to get on the board, but they're going for it.
And they've decided to try another quarterback here.
That's Quentin Fonville.
Quentin Fonville, number 1. Throwing it with the left and throwing it out the end zone. I had no idea who that pass was intended for.
Devlin Brooks, the intended receiver there.
Well,
are you sure it was for Brooks?
14.
You look at this replay.
I don't think he had a real good sight line. He seems to be about 6 inches shorter than his lineman, so
yeah.
He's just kind of heaving that one up there, hoping for the best.
I don't know if it was was that for Brooks or was it for Foster?
I just went with Brooks because he was the closest when the ball drops. So I figured that's where he was going.
But nonetheless,
that was a chuck and pray right there for Twin City.
Great job of the Chaos, not giving up any points. A huge stop for them, especially with all the drivers going back and forth for the penalties.
Yeah.
City on that fourth down. Now, first down for the Chicago Chaos as they start this drive at their own 16-yard line with 5:13 left in the game, leading by 20 points. And they hand it off. Oh, no, it's Little keeping, staying in bounds all the way to the 26-yard line. Chris Little, the bag-up quarterback.
He was all the way twisted up there. He got knocked down by Robert
Very
Ford.
close to a first down, and the referee seems to be giving him the first down. You look at the replay there. These quarterbacks tonight for the Chaos, some very good, slick ball handling.
Yeah, they must spend a lot of time on those play fakes because they faced me out a few times. I have a pretty good view from up here. So they're really given the option to have the defense follow the halfback while they take away the other direction.
1st and 10. He does hand it off this time. C.J. Young for a couple of yards.
With under 5 minutes left to go, I think the Cavs will be pretty happy just getting the first downs on the ground rest of the way and seeing what their second team can really do.
And oddly enough, there's still a hurry-up, up-pace mode to the offense. And they're back over the snap again. 2nd and 8. Little passing, actually.
Oh.
And incomplete to stop the clock.
Yeah, he had two guys open in the middle. But he's rifled a little too hard, or there's not enough soft hands.
Mixture of the both there. Little put a little too much on it, but it was starting to dip as it got to the end. But the receivers got to make that. When you get down for it, you get your hands on it, you got to reel it in.
That was Eric Stevenson who had that great catch downfield earlier.
And Jason Sumling, you can see his hand up. He thought he was going to have a huge run. He probably would have. I was going to him. He caught it.
He's definitely wide open. 4 minutes left. 3rd and 8 here for the Chaos. Little flag down again. Little is also down now. Courtesy of number 92.
Keeping the ball on the ground to stop the clock doesn't work out too well when there's penalties after every play.
Robert Ford brought Little down, and we'll now check the flag, which I'm assuming is against the Chaos because the referees are talking to the Jets. They've declined the penalty. It'll be 4th down. 3:52 to go tonight.
You know the coaches will be harping on penalties and keep your head in the game the entire way through this upcoming week before they face the Ducks.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they can play like this and beat the Ducks.
I agree with you. I keep hearing that Ducks team, they're very quick on the ground.
A lot of speed.
Yeah. You'll be huffing and puffing if you keep getting penalties and shooting yourself in the foot, giving them the ball. And you can't. And another thing for the Chaos, the Jets had a few 7-minute drives. I don't think they want that problem at all when they face the Ducks. You don't want to get them off the field as quick as possible or control the game, which is what I thought I would see a lot more practice from the Chaos from in the second half.
False start right here on the Chaos offense, and they'll bag up 5 yards.
Because they've given the Ducks 3 first downs on 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Right now they're walking backwards.
I was a little surprised they were actually going to go for it on that 4th down. And now have Kozlowski in here to punt.
And again, this is the Chaos opening game. Brought to you by Iowa Football 365, covering pro football around the world.
3:33 left. 4th and 8. Kozlowski.
Good punt.
All the way down to the 45-yard line.
The flag down in the backfield.
Every special teams play has had a flag just about. Perfect record.
Let's see.
So it kicks away.
This could be a running or a roughing.
Yeah. That's clear cut. And the flag was about where he punted it from, so.
Yeah, once that punter's leg's in the air, he is a vulnerable player. So
exactly.
You just stay away from him. Legs up.
That might be roughing.
I think they're trying to decide whether they got
No,
pushed
it's running.
into the kicker.
They call running, so
It'd be
even
5.
with the 5-yard pickup, it'll still be a punting situation for the Chaos.
That was a shanked punt, more or less. Hopefully get further than about the 47 this time. It's been an interesting special teams day.
It has been, to say the least. Can't remember this many penalties on punts and extra points and all of that.
would say half the penalties have been on those kind of plays.
Yeah.
Here's the punt right here by Kozlowski.
Oh,
it's a high snap, but he recovers it and punts it down the field.
Got it across midfield.
Pretty good punt.
Takes a chaos bounce. Oh, we got a hit.
Oh, he is hurt.
That was a great. The man that made the hit also was the one who got the recovery. And now tempers are flaring. It's James Dilworth.
And Ken Goodman made a hard hit.
Haven't got the number of the Chaos defender that's laid out on the field right now.
He is down and hurt.
Not moving.
Yeah.
Watch 24.
Watch Goodman on this hit. This is Goodman coming to the screen.
17.
Oh, man. Blindside hit.
Illegal block. He landed right on his head.
Ooh.
He's moving, but he's not looking as happy when he's moving.
That was Ken Goodman who made the hit. I'm surprised the referee didn't throw a flag on that.
Good job, man.
Good to see him up.
Yeah, hopefully get looked at by the doctors. And
Yeah,
that was scary.
Yeah.
The side of the helmet, from the crown of the helmet, nothing good can happen. But it's very positive to see him up. He looks like he's what we expected after that.
He hit a vulnerable defender. He wasn't even looking at the play. Goodman just blindsided.
It's two illegal blockers, two crossing checks.
That was Enrique Henley who took that hit.
Yeah, doctor's looking now. Yeah, he's down on the ground. He's down.
Walking up there, face down on the sideline.
I've had a concussion before, and they're no fun. I'm not saying he has one now. I don't play doctor or nothing, but
yeah,
it's good that he's. There's a lot of guys who just want 10 years ago, and they're keeping playing through.
Yeah. Henley is moving. He's down there sipping some water, it appears.
Yeah, he's heads up, so he's doing like the quote position.
Thinking we're playing out the string here. 20-point game in the first game of the season. And to see a play like that, that can make the Chicago Chaos defenders right now pretty salty and probably inflict some bodily harm on one of these Twin City Jet guys over the last 3 minutes.
Well, we got a break right now. We got a score break from I Want Football 365. The Texas Revolution have just scored. They're now up 56. And Dodge City Laws at 52. 1 minute left in the game, less than a minute. And the Dodgers looking to score. Again, indoor football field is only 50 yards by 25 yards. So small field, a lot can happen at any time.
Pinball machine lead.
Exactly. There's a lot of scary guys going really fast against those walls.
Man, they got a shootout going in that one. It was 52-49 last we got the update. So they're going back and forth.
Yeah.
Interesting game out there.
They've got a shootout going. We've got a shutout going. Chicago Chaos leading 20-0 over the Twin City Jets. The inaugural game for both teams, just newly joining the Mid-States Football League. Joseph Gregory here with Mike Heim and Chris Rouse.
We'll play it on that shootout and shutout, Joe.
Thank you. Very entertaining night here. Our first game here for the Chicago Chaos. And now the referees are walking.
We have a flag down in the backfield.
The referees are walking toward the coach of the Twin City Jets. They're having some words with him.
I think they need new flags because they're all worn out. Well, guys, I must say, I've heard this is your first time doing a football game. You guys did a lot of work for the Windy City Bulls. You guys did an amazing job.
Yeah, thank you.
I've heard your Windy City work, and it's great.
Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate that.
Thanks for helping me stumble through. Appreciate it. Getting me a cough and talk all over you.
Oh, it's cool, man.
And other action, we have an update. Patriots 26, Raiders 20. Fourth quarter in that game between Lincoln Way Patriots and the Racine Raiders.
The Racine Raiders have been known in this league for a long time. That's one of the games that my co-host Mark Nicky has marked on the calendar. It's real exciting.
Well, after that hit, you can have a exciting 3 minutes and 7 seconds left here.
Well, he is not on the ground anymore. I lost track of him, but he's not talking to the trainer. So I don't know if he's in the locker room.
Fonville continues to be the quarterback here.
Whoa, what a beautiful open field tackle.
Throws the ball out.
What a great
and a tackle made at the 20-yard line.
At this point of the game, you have a big lead. It's great to see players still making the effort to do all the little things right. Beautiful open field tackle there for Chicago.
That was Marcus Lashley with the catch.
And a lot of these guys are playing
Tackle
for the
made
team,
by Nelson.
especially on the second and third string, because they had to cut some guys. A lot of competition to be on this team this year.
Fonville drops back and could not escape the Chicago Chaos rush.
And dropped down for a loss.
Went right up the middle. Great play, the linebacker.
Number 61 with that tackle. Nelson Jefferson doing some work on that defensive line. Just kept pushing the pocket, and actually Fonville ran right into his arms.
2 minutes and some change to go in this ball game here.
We're ticking down to the 2-minute warning. Chicago Chaos 2 minutes from their first victory in their new league, and also with a shutout to boot. 3rd and 7 when we come back. 2 minutes left. Chicago Chaos leading 20-0 over the Twin City Jets.
And the Square Update is brought to you from Iowa Football 365, covering life around the world. The Dodge City Law did it. There's still a time on the clock, but under a minute left. They've taken the lead 59-56.
Man.
So it's a great game. It's about 3 touchdowns the last 5 minutes of the game. There's a lot of good football to watch during the summer, guys. There's 8 games going right now.
They did it. There's still time on the clock. I don't trust that.
Oh, don't get it yet. There's a lot of heart attacks that happen in indoor football.
Chaos leading here 20-0 over the Twin City Jets. Michael Schuchuk, 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air to George Vetus from 45 yards out in the second quarter. The Chaos defense pitching a shutout over Twin City.
And Schuchuk with no interceptions and also no real terrible passes that were real dangerous.
Not at all.
Again, this is brought to you by Party Guard.
Yep, lifeguards, make sure you don't drown in the water. Party guards, make sure you don't drown in your drink. All-inclusive tours all around the Chicagoland area. Limos, party buses, and boats with licensed bartenders and cocktail service to host you along the way. We specialize in birthday, bachelorette museums, zoos, amusement parks, sporting events, and we can customize events.
Fonville rolling out here. And he knocked over a defender, and he was knocked out of bounds himself. Knocked out near the 24-yard line.
Is he able to
22,
get up?
my fault, I'm sorry. 22-yard line.
He ran to the left and ran to a couple guys.
He stopped the clock.
He did. He ran out of
down
bounds.
in 2. That number for that Party Guard tour is 630-802-6232.
Sounds pretty fun, actually. Make sure you don't drown in your drink.
Now, I got a birthday in about a month, so you can look into that. 20-0 Chicago leading here. 4th down and 2. Twin City trying to avert the shutout. Fonville takes the snap.
Surprise, surprise, flag down. Pass completed, though, for Twin City.
A deflected pass.
Jordan Bailey with the reception there.
Jordan Bailey with the catch.
Looks like Quinnell Johnson went for the interception. Just
Yes, the pass was so bad it needed help from the defender. You look at Fonville again. It's Carl Young who got a hand on it.
I'm sorry, Quinnell. I should not assumed it was you.
Carl Young is assuming everybody tonight got a piece of that ball. The flag was actually against Chaos.
Declined.
So a 1st down here for the Jets at their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, they might be getting their ears pinned back a little too much. They've been jumping all night, ever since the first drive.
This being their first season in the MSFL, what an impression for the Chicago Chaos. Come here and get a shutout. If they can hold on for the next minute and some change in this ballgame.
Yeah, well, this team they're facing is also new to the league, so I'm not sure exactly where they are, but you can't start off with a shutout and complain about it.
Yeah.
It's Fonville waiting on the snap. Trips to the right. Rolling out to his right.
And that's
intercepted by Johnson.
That is Quinnell.
At the 45, at the 40, 35-30, 25-20. Quinnell Johnson has went to the house, and the Chaos go up 26-0 on the Twin City Jets.
He's about to run out of Joliet Memorial Stadium. He's all the way on the track. Quinnell Johnson jumping the ball, taking it to the house. There are flags down on the field, though.
That was his 2nd interception of the night. We'll check the flag.
See, I don't take credit for this. He heard me.
Yeah, I was going to say that, Mike.
Personal foul on the Chicago Chaos.
It looks like it was after the throw.
I think it's a roughing the passer.
I'll show you, Mike Heim.
So this will come back.
If that's what it takes, I'll keep saying it all night long. So this is the second interception by Quinnell Johnson to come back, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the other one was on an offsides also.
And the referees are walking. Yeah, they're marching us off on the Chaos.
Wow.
15-yard personal foul on the Chaos. It was a roughing the passer penalty.
But their offense is still on the field, so it may have been after the.
It's a great grab right there.
Might be a
It
block
has
in
to
the
be
back.
if the hit came.
Yeah. Might be a block in the back here when John. Watch the play when Johnson gets the pick, and then watch behind him. Right there, blocking the back.
That's on the 41.
And they signal personal foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there actually was a play right around the 40 out of the Twin Cities side where it was a block in the back. So you'll see it coming in right on 23 on 12, and then one right here up 2, where it's just a big
Okay.
So that penalty negates the Johnson touchdown. He does get credit for the interception. And now with a minute 32 left, I'm expecting the Chaos to just run the clock out.
You'd expect it, but I haven't.
But they're throwing with Chris Little.
Intercepted for Twin City now.
Intercepted by Twin City at the 30. It's Dilworth. He's all the way back to the 39 for Twin City.
A pair of interceptions here. Johnson's to the house was negated, and now James Dilworth gets one on the tipped pass right into his hands.
The ball thrown a little bit behind the receiver, and Dilworth right there where he needed to be to get that turnover.
It's a good concentration by the defensive back to see it, even after it through his hands, but you got to catch that ball. Not saying that would be a touchdown if you catch it, but it'd be real hard for him to stop you.
So just when I thought the Chicago Chaos would run the clock out, nope, they give Twin City another chance. Very interesting second half here as far as Twin City, as far as the Chaos, the penalties, the bad punt, fumble punt return, and now interception. And the defense has been so great, Twin City Jets haven't been able to take advantage of any of those miscues.
I know it's early in the season, just filling it out, but this is too much to go on for early season problems. And during the game, what's been the problem has been switching. So it seems as a mental check needs to be going on down there.
We definitely hope that the Chaos will have this stuff cleaned up by next week when they take on those Ducks. Here's Fonville taking the snap at Twin City, rolling to his right, throwing the ball behind the receiver again. Pass deflected and almost intercepted.
Pass intended
by
for
Patrick Nelson.
Pass intended for Jordan Bailey, number 81.
Patriots beat the Raiders 32-20. As Lincoln Way holds off the Raiders 32-20.
I felt it.
Chicago Chaos closing in on their first win of the year.
In case you're joining us just now, the Chaos with a 20-0 lead. Touchdowns from Michael Shuchuk, 2 rushing, and a touchdown pass to George Vitas of 46 yards in the second quarter.
And you see the League-Way Patriots will come and visit the Cats later on the season, and they are one of the teams to beat.
Second down and 10 right here for the Twin City Jets. Fonville back to pass. In the pocket, deep drop. Another inaccurate pass. Very inaccurate.
Pass intended for Rashawn Lobdell. One thing I noticed about Fonville, I think Mike mentioned this earlier. I don't think he can see over the line. Like you see, he has to roll out a lot of times just to get a look downfield.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the coaching staff hasn't just called more bootlegs and rollouts for him so he can be able to see. Get a sideline to some of his receivers.
Again, sponsor Tooker Flags, official flag Chicago Chaos and the Legends Football League.
I was getting ready to try it. I might just wait till next week. Third down and 10 right here for Twin City. It's Daniel Matthews in the backfield with Fonville, who's back to pass again. More pressure from the Chaos. Fonville scrambles to his right and throws it, and the pass is dropped.
Fonville had a man downfield again. We had Javante Daquan Simon down the field. Instead, he goes for the short pass to number 81, Jordan Bailey.
Jordan Bailey dropped it.
It was a high snap. He had to buy some time. It looks like he made a good play out of nothing. Just didn't connect. And looking ahead to next week, the Tri-City Ducks are the team that beat the Chaos 14-12 in the championship. So,
Oh, man.
I hope they're not thinking about them already, but they've been thinking about that team for months.
Could be a heavyweight slugfest when those two teams go
Very
next week.
spirited week of practice coming up for the Chaos.
It'll be pretty spirited, I'm guessing.
Right ahead of a very spirited game next Saturday night.
Make sure you guys tune in because it'll be an exciting game because that game went down to a Hail Mary at the final seconds for the championship.
Man.
There's some blood waiting to get spilled. It looks like they're just running out the clock. The sense of urgency is pretty much gone.
54 seconds left in this game. 4th down and 10 for the Twin City Jets. Chicago Chaos trying to make this last stand to preserve the shutout in their first game in the Mid-States Football League. Also the first game in the Mid-States Football League for the Twin City Jets.
And we get a punt.
Punt.
Look at Cornell Johnson. Look at Cornell Johnson.
Ball is down by the Jets at the 41-yard line.
Must be a mistake. There's some penalties here.
Well, 20-0, gentlemen. I'm expecting a knee from Chris Little. But then again, I expected that last time they threw the ball for interception.
I've been run 14 times on runs. I'll say knees with those runs. All right, guys. Revolution making it interesting. 63-59 in that playoff game.
You called that, Joe.
Yeah, trust me. Time left on the clock.
They are really stretching that game out to let you know I get a final score. An exciting game. Good game for that home team, the Revolution.
Hey, and I bet these marks, they gonna pass the ball 3 times. That's all right.
Very good win tonight for Chicago Chaos. 20-0.
There's a lot of positives, but you know they're going to have a long week ahead of them in practice. Coaches will be sitting down tomorrow and figure everything out.
We do get a run here.
Hand it off to Young. He's lumbering 50-45 all the way down to the 40-yard line of Twin City. First down. You look at Young, got a good block there on the corner, around the corner, and just took it in there and lumbered for about 19. Chaos probably don't have to run another play, but they will. Guess who? Devion Hodges. All the way up to the 27-yard line.
That should be the last play of the game.
That should about do it.
Congratulations, Chaos.
Chicago Chaos with a dominating 20-0 victory over the Twin City Jets. Terrific performance tonight by the Chicago Chaos, especially from quarterback Michael Schuchuk. 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 through the air, and the Chaos defense pitches a shutout on the Twin City Jets.
Amazing game throughout the whole time. The mental miscues have been the thing that's been the problem for the Chaos tonight, and so hopefully that'll be picked up by next week. But Cornell Johnson looked amazing. Nick Olson looked amazing. Schuchuk looked great. A lot of great on that team.
We got an official on the field. He wants more time on the clock. I think the Chaos tried to call a timeout following the tackle there. But I think the officials are going to...
Yeah, that'll end the game.
Yeah, they're going to get off the field. They're going to wave this one off.
This game is over with. Whenever you see the officials running like that.
Unless he's coming up to these... Yeah, he's leaving. Okay, so the Chaos. The win is official now for the Chicago Chaos. A 20-0 win.
So Chicago Chaos win tonight 20-0 over the Twin City Jets. For Mike Hyman, Chris Rouse, I'm Joseph Gregory. Catch us next Saturday at 7 o'clock when the Chaos take on the Ducks at 7 p.m. Live on SportsTownChicago.com. So long, everybody.
And it looks like the Jets are playing in a nickelback, so we've got 2 linebackers on there.
Shoot check. Hands it off. Hodges. No. Coster. Back to pass. Throwing to the end zone. Throwing in a double coverage and intercepted.
That sucks.
Shoot Chuck. Throwing the ball deep. Got a man
Oh!
open. And caught. And still on his feet.